Yeah. I'm gonna
All
mute
right.
up.
What's happening? What's happening? What's good with it, people? Once again, welcome to another smoke session where we do what we do over here. Y'all already know what time it is. Comment, like, subscribe if you want to after the show, though. For right now, we about to get into this session, man. I am Silent Child 17.
P360 in the building.
Top tracks in the building.
Oh, man, and we got another good one for you. If you didn't see the title, we on the motherfucking neck that day. Sex trafficking. They all involve. This is what my brother got coming up for y'all. Chop Trace got a great one for y'all. But y'all know how we do. You know what I'm saying? We touch the room. We see what's going on. We feel each other out. You know what I'm saying? Get this shit rolling. How's everybody doing in the chat? Shout out to DD504. Stand down. Ricky Rich. Stand down. You know what I'm saying? Big Smoke always in the chat, always ready to roll up and tell you about yourself. Remember that here. Professional rebels in this motherfucker. What's happening though, fellas? How y'all doing? I just had to talk to the people right quick.
Chilling, everything good. Everything's
That's what's
copacetic.
up. Beautiful, beautiful.
Man,
What about you,
everything
P. Dot?
everything all right, man. Cool and having a beautiful evening.
Okay, okay. Well, shit. Let's
What
let's
about
get
you,
right up
son?
into this. Let's get into this other news. Well, oh, I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate you asking. I'm good, bro. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I like how we've been staying consistent. I like how we've been, you know, coming together to really make this happen, though. I can't ask for too much from y'all right now. You feel me? Or from anybody. I'm right where I want to be. You feel me? In other news, god damn it, did y'all hear about the other debacle with Dwight Howard? And if y'all want to pull up pictures or anything, y'all can. Y'all free to do this. But I could just talk about this. Did y'all
Yeah, I
hear
seen
the new shit
the
about
thing.
Dwight?
He like fucking with them boys.
Well, we knew that already, but did you did you did you hear what happened to him recently?
I heard he was texting someone, one of the dudes,
Oh, you
and
did.
niggas
Let's talk
sued
about it.
him. Yeah, I seen that. He's supposed to be suing. The shit's supposed to be happening in 2021, but they got some text messages and shit exchanged between supposed to be him and the dude. They supposed to be meeting up to have a threesome and all that kind
Hmm.
of shit. He getting dick pics from the man and or whatever
Hmm.
they won't call himself. He liking the dick pics and shit. Yeah.
Hmm.
He said he
Yeah,
not gay, he
Wow.
just
21.
freaky.
Yeah, 21. But you said that like 2 years is a
No,
long
I
ass
wasn't
time.
saying it like
You know
that.
what you
I
could
just was
do in
saying
two
when it
years?
happened. That's when it happened.
First, I'm on lettuce. Soon, I'll be on fries. And then 2 years, I'll be assistant manager. And that's when the big bucks start rolling there. Man, boy, you can make a lot of shit. See, this is what I was about to talk about it too, and I'm glad you know something about it. But yeah, Pete, this is what's been going on with him. He has a constant timeline with him and these type of allegations. Now, this is not the first allegation on this dude, bruh. This is like the third or the fourth
Damn.
dealing with him and transgenders, though. Not only transgender, other men, like Chop just said, other men who's into freaky shit, whoa. They
And
don't want to
When,
claim or come out as gay, but into freaky shit, whoa.
so
bad.
here's the
So,
question:
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead,
Where
go ahead, go
does
ahead.
it? Where does it end? Like when will they realize that's not something that everybody is interested in and care about?
Well, I don't give a shit. I don't. That's his personal life. My thing is, why are you keep pretending and acting as if this is not you? Why people got to come out with allegations to prove that you doing this type of fuck shit and nothing is getting done about it? You know, I remember the last time he got accused of this because I think he got a wife or a girlfriend or something, y'all. So he's out here as a preacher boy because he got the pastor to try to talk to the last transgender who was about to out his ass.
Mm.
I don't know if y'all remember that shit, but yeah, this is what happened before this shit. They had somebody came out on his ass about that shit already. So I'm trying to figure out or understand. Nah, let's go back even further, y'all. Do y'all remember that video with the when the Rockets teammate when he was playing for the Rockets
Yeah,
and one of his teammates was about to sit down next to him because he just got out the game.
and he
The
put his
white
hand in the
stood up
damn.
and grabbed that man dick, bro, while he sat down, bro. Do y'all remember this shit? This nigga did that shit in front of how many
Cam,
cameras, y'all? Because that was national TV, nigga.
I,
Go ahead, I'm
I,
listening.
I, I count at least 4 cameras caught that shit from every angle.
NBA though. No, this NBA. Chop, how many cameras you think is on the? Because
All of them.
you used to. Oh, okay. How many
Every
cameras you
last
think?
one
Just
of
just
them.
give me a ballpark number of how many
About,
cameras you think is on that goddamn court when they sitting on that shit.
about 20 something.
Bam.
There's a lot of them
He
bitches.
did that shit in front of big ass lights too, Peter.
Right.
He grabbed this man junk and sat down and tried to play it off like him and the dude was sitting down together. But the dude had to pull his hand. He had to really pull this nigga fist from off his nuts, nigga. Dwight Howard, bruh. You gotta
What's,
chill the fuck out, dog.
what's your
You gotta go in with the
problem?
bullshit, dog. Say, bruh, just come out and be who you is, bruh. Them people gonna accept you, bro.
It's
Just
the
do
whole
that.
movie.
Pay what you gotta pay, cause that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna start hitting your motherfucking pockets, though. I'm telling you right. Excuse me. I'm telling you right now, motherfucker. You better start. You better start coming out with your bullshit, bro, and just be on that side, bro, because they about to start hitting your pockets. I guarantee you that. Yeah, because I'm paid. Anything on that, fellas? Y'all want to see anything on that?
Yeah, I just
Thank
think
me.
that the nigga need to just come out, fuck, to be real, fucking stop all that playing. Fuck, just come out.
Receipts, receipts,
People
receipts.
gonna
Just be.
people ain't gonna fuck over him if you just come out.
I mean, if Dwayne Wade cool with his son coming out as an LGBTQ member, you should be okay
Thank
with
you.
coming out as an LGBTQ. There's nothing wrong
How you text a nigga? I'm not gay. I'm
with
just into
it.
freaky shit. I don't mean to disappoint you. How
You
you
gay,
text a nigga some shit like
you
that?
gay, man. You gay. If you gotta say you ain't doing gay shit, that's gay.
But then did y'all hear about the act of it?
No.
He said, Pete, he said the White Howard towered over him. You know the nigga big as fuck, so I could imagine that. Yeah. This nigga stood up Grabbed the man by his motherfucking thighs, nigga, and grabbed it, pulled his shorts down, pinned him down on the fucking bed with them big ass basketball hands, and commenced to giving the man oral
Oh no, I don't even.
against his
I
free.
don't even know why I
Yeah,
asked. I should have pretended
yeah.
like I knew what you were
Hey,
talking
this
about,
blunt
dog.
talk. Yeah, this blunt talk. Yeah, this blunt talk. Yep.
That's something I would not want to imagine, bro. That's
That's in the
horrible.
text. That's in the text messages. It's out here now. It's out here. Hey, it's
Oh
out here.
man,
Yeah, he's texting. This is
Yeah.
all in text messages.
wow.
Threads of this shit, P. That's the type of vibe and shit. But when it came down and it came down, this boy he went straight Damon on him.
He like
That
he's
nigga said Lucky Charms, nigga ain't nothing like that shit. That nigga do way went crazy, man. That nigga went fourth floor penitentiary on that man.
oh, he did the full court press on
I
that
like my fish nice and squirmy.
man.
This shit
Did the
crazy.
full court press.
Did a full court press on his ass, P. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, that shit bad.
Oh
Man,
man,
leave people alone, bro. They don't want to fuck with you. Bro, they people know you gay, bro. They don't care, bro. You can see they don't care. They fuck with you. But
right?
you gotta think. You have a problem, sir. Sir, you have a problem.
Yeah, he
You
definitely
you
got
like to
Oh,
issues.
you like to take advantage. Go ahead,
he
Joe.
not
Go ahead.
he not like your boy that come out the pen just a little while back. Huh? I like you and I want you.
Yeah, you
He
know,
on
he
that
living
level. He
on
on
them.
level 4 with Fleece, and that's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, he
Man, what?
living on
Oh,
them lines.
He just
He might
out
as well
here like
just
a
come out.
basketball player. That's what I'm saying. Like he'll do niggas that in jail. That's what I'm saying. Like if he got arrested, that's what his ass would be into.
damn.
Be right at home.
That's a scary thought, dude, bro.
That's a big nigga too.
That's a scary. That's
I'll
what I'm
shoot the
saying. That's
white
a
man.
scary. You'll have to. I think you have to, man. Look, beat that ball across the back of the knee with something.
That nigga
Chop
said hit
down
him
the
across the
giant.
back of his knee. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
blow that kneecap out, boy. You ain't gonna never play ball no more. You ain't gonna be able to chase nobody down.
Rich say
Damn.
jolly gay giant ass.
Yeah,
Hey boy.
that man tore up. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing he
bro.
could do now, bro.
Anything else in other news, y'all could keep it rolling, man.
I found this one, and it's kind of interesting to see.
I got one, so I'm gonna just let it roll into my copy.
Perfect. That's what I was thinking, chap. Go ahead, P.
So I found this one here. Check this out. I don't know. Can y'all see it?
It's popping up. Yep.
Oh, where the audio? Well, anyhow, what happened is the chick mama put her out because the boyfriend got disrespectful with her in the house. So
Hmm.
and they now I don't know if this the same apartment complex where they are living at, where they keep they keep saying, oh, where they sleeping out in the hallway. But they say it say according to the story, girlfriend sleeps outside with boyfriend after guy's mom chased him out of the house for disrespecting her. So
Hmm.
his mama put him out, and the girl sleeping with him. Is
Damn.
this what we doing now? This what we doing
Yeah,
now,
she ride or die.
bruh? I think that's a little too far. That's a little too far because at the end of the day, if you disrespect your mom, right? How can that girl expect you to have any respect for her?
I don't know, and that's the weird part. I'm glad you said that because I'm trying to figure out what she expect him to do. And I'm saying to her when it come down to the come down. When
For,
she do something he don't like.
also, why y'all ain't why so if y'all can't stay by his mama, then we know you done ran away from home or something because you sleeping in the hallway with him because you can't take him back to your house. Right? Don't
What?
that sound kind of stupid now, don't it? Neither one
Hotel
of y'all
room.
got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, but y'all won't sleep in somebody's fucking hallway because he got jazzy with his mama. She can't take him home to her mama or daddy or whomever she living with. So y'all just gonna lay face down in some dirt in the hallway.
I know, and convinced that how he convinced her too, and not how, but like, what did
What?
that nigga
No,
say to her?
how she let herself get convinced that that was okay.
You could say it like that too, but damn, like I still want to know what the conversation was, Pete. For her to say, "Okay,
I'm gonna sleep in the hallway
I'm
with you.
gonna sleep in the hallway with you.
Yeah, in the
I'm gonna lay
middle
right
of the
here in the
stairwell.
stairwell,
That's that
In
love
the
right
middle of the
there.
in the
stairwell.
stairwell, nigga.
In the
Real love.
stairwell.
No, I ain't see
Not
no blanket or nothing.
no
That's
blanket,
the
no
If you at
cardboard.
least get comfortable,
Just
huh? At least get comfortable. Never mind.
straight
I'm you know.
straight up iron stairs. One thing we know for sure, they can get into a fight with anybody they want. You sleeping on that iron, boy, that iron holding your body up. You take all kind of punishment.
If you don't get your step sleeping ass back at home
Shit, but that's
with
all
that
I had. I
bullshit.
wanted to share that because I thought that was weird as shit. Like if I get put
Oh
out,
man.
if I get put out, I'm not gonna ask my girl to come sleep in the motherfucking hallway with me. You know what I'm saying? Look,
you gonna get a hotel room, huh, Pete?
a hotel room or something,
Shit.
or try to go. Like, why neither one of y'all got a job?
No,
Y'all do that here,
that's some broke nigga status though. That nigga, they ain't shit.
man. He
Her,
must be
I mean, her for going
her
along
too.
with it, but you know how our women is, bro. If they like you, they like you. They gonna do shit that you
They
don't
do
expect them
whatever
to
you
do
want
with you.
to do.
Huh, child? They
True.
just like this
That's true.
nigga here got
That's
his
true.
old lady with a Louis Vuitton Gucci bag on, laid in a fetal position in the goddamn steps of the hallway, and he's sitting there. What the
Chilling.
fuck?
I gotta
He
go
is
back
that
to that
chilling.
just to analyze
He
that
chilling.
one more time.
Cause he
Just to
like,
You ain't
fuck
gonna
analyze.
get.
that,
Yeah,
baby.
go ahead one more time. You can play it one
Man,
more
I
time.
gotta go. Oh wait, man.
Bitch ain't got no blanket. Chop. That bitch ain't get his bitch a sleeping bag or nothing, dog. The shame of this nigga.
Can't get a
The
cup.
shame of this nigga.
I gotta go back and see
A
that because
homeless
that
nigga gonna go steal a quilt, chap. Come on, man. I done seen homeless people like couples,
oh they
nigga,
did
like
have the oh
go
they
doing their
did
little thing in their little spot, nigga. Shit.
they did have audio. My bad, y'all. They had audio.
Go ahead, play it again.
All right, here we
Totally. He has on a Mary Jane's, the Nike Tech, and Jordan 1. If I ain't got something, I don't give a damn. 'Cause I felt bad at first, but realized they aren't really
That real
homeless.
love right there.
I don't know much.
I wouldn't even want my fucking girl sleeping on a fucking step, man. With this stupid
look.
ass.
And he
My
realized his girl not even homeless. Then he realized they not even homeless. They out there bullshitting, bro. These kids is tripping, bro. That nigga said, you heard the girl say he got on some
Jordan 1.
Jordan ones and she got on this. So y'all just playing run away from home and thought this was the best. Oh my god. In the hallway.
Hmm.
So how long
and
y'all think y'all gonna be able to sit in the hallway with y'all aim ones and shit on?
You can see what they in.
oh
Uh,
with
how
the
long you think
pillow and
that's gonna last?
everything. Look, just
She,
say with the
bruh,
pillow and everything.
look at what she got
Man,
on, bro. Look at what she got on, bro.
I'm trying to see. That looked like a very nice, expensive jacket, though.
Who
Bruh.
is it?
Somebody
This is what the girls
Oh,
in
this
is
a
the
joke.
home
It's
video
gotta
I'm
be
gonna
a
let it
joke.
play again because I gotta see what kind
came
of
out.
jacket that is.
1 + 1 = 2.
Whoever her
Oh,
daddy is.
it's a hey y'all, it's me and the girl in the video. For the people that's coming at us, y'all don't know the situation we in, so stop assuming. His family isn't jacking him right now. Meanwhile, I have a whole crib and family.
And I love him so much that I can't even something his side leave his side without being sure he's okay. A real bitch 100. What I told you, told you, P. I told her she thinks she
Uh,
ride or die. She said I got a house and a crib. But y'all lost
but you
hey,
sleeping in the hallway instead of taking him to your house and crib. That's the crazy part.
cause
Why
you
you
down for
can't
your
go?
nigga to go back home with his mama? What y'all doing then?
So wait, why you can't go to your house and crib with a family and
That's-
everything?
yeah, so what y'all doing then?
Being stupid.
Showing shit. Thank you,
Yeah, there you
Chop.
go, child. I'm with you,
Thank you,
brother.
Chop.
Yeah,
With you on
I
down
don't
with
get
it.
it, bro.
I'm
That's your
lost like a
smooth
motherfucker.
dressing ass inside, nigga.
If you get your dirty white sock cap wearing ass and go apologize to your mom, nigga,
To your mom and stop
and go
playing, nigga.
fucking
Go
dump
straight
that
down your
trash, you bitch
daddy,
ass
nigga.
nigga. The fuck wrong with you, man? With your
Wait,
emotional
somebody.
ass, and you got your old lady down there with her booty shorts on, enough for a nigga to come up that motherfucking wreck
Grab
shop.
all
Man,
that
stop
ass
playing,
and
man.
shit. Man,
What you
yeah.
gonna do? And what you
Nothing.
gonna do? White
Powder.
21s, brand new 20 brand new Air Force Ones. What you gonna do?
Nothing
God damn it.
powder. I couldn't
It's
Get
a
believe
jacked
it,
fucking
out
bro.
them
shame.
shoes. Get jacked out them shoes, cause
And jacked
somebody
out his
said
bitch too.
right.
She done
All in
took
the
took her jacket and took her booty and beat him up. Now
That's
what?
fucked up.
Now what?
Yeah,
now you gotta go back upstairs and ask your
You
mama to
gotta
give
go
you a
back
call.
upstairs. You gotta go. Thank you, brother. See, I know you think logical when you want to. I'm trying to tell you, boy.
Go your
That shit is
goddamn ass
crazy.
back in that
You
house.
gotta go your ass upstairs and say, Ma, all this shit didn't happen, Ma.
Should have
Just
stayed
now,
your
yup, right in the stairwell.
should have stayed your goofy ass
Hmm.
inside and shut up.
You hear how she was talking though? I didn't, man. She talking reckless. She like, man, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. That. My booty hole brown, my booty hole big, nigga. Don't represent my man. Dot, nigga. 100. I'm ride or die. Man, you sound crazy. And he gonna have your ass looking crazy if you know you got a house and everything already, man. Like I
Right.
said earlier, what you think he gonna do you when he finished playing with you?
That's a good conversation because at the end of the day, nobody says nothing about the
The guy.
female when she making them dumbass decisions. Like it's always the man letting her do the shit, or
That's right, child.
you
That's
know
right.
what I'm saying, or the man got her doing the shit. Like they didn't make a conscious decision to do it, whether if they knew better or not. It's not like nobody got a gun to this little girl head and telling her,
Yeah, and
"Come
I'm
and sleep
glad she
with me
said
on the
it too.
couch."
And I'm glad she said it
I,
like that too, just to prove your point, child. I'm glad she said that shit like that, cause she's showing you that, hey,
This was the
that nigga
conscious
ain't got
decision.
me doing shit. Yeah, this me here represent 100
All
100.
booty shorts,
and
booty shorts and jacket, nigga. What's up?
100 faces.
go right ahead.
Nah,
'Cause
dog.
I
I'm
don't,
not. I'm not
love go a
making my
long way, but not that
girl
far.
sleep on the steps, bro. Fuck that shit, man.
I could see if they'd say, well, you know, I could see if they was like fucked up on some alcohol and shit and fell asleep and all week. You motherfuckers just went to sleep. Y'all wasn't high, nothing. Y'all just went to sleep in the hallway because you
Nigga
ain't had
see
no
y'all
place to
with
go. But you got a whole
He
place to go
mad
to,
at his mama. He mad at his mama. He called his old lady. She come there to sit and lay in the hallway with him.
which is the
Make it make
dumbest shit. That's the
make it
dumbest
happen,
shit.
Captain.
How you gonna sit up there and say he not supposed to be by his mama? Like, why would you go against the mama like that? And with him not doing what he's
Mm.
supposed to do. What's up with
Yeah,
that?
Chop, I gotta remind you, we gonna get that We're gonna get that Family Feud bell when you get the answers right. Ding! Yeah, we got to get that on the show,
Oh
definitely.
yeah,
Cause
we definitely
I
gotta
would have
do
slapped
that.
the shit out that button just now.
Like, what the fuck is we talking about? It's like the I don't get it, bro. Like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? That's like if I would be mad at my daughter. If that was my daughter, I would definitely slap the shit out of her. Probably, I wouldn't. I'm not going to promote violence
You,
on the show,
uh,
but I would
mhm.
at least try to have a good talking with her, talk to her, and see if I could get her to make me understand what the fuck is going on in your brain right now.
Would that be after you throw the bucket of ice cold water on them?
No, I wouldn't throw no water on them or nothing. I just would
Bullshit.
try
I'm
to.
gonna wake. I'm gonna wake you all the way up. You gonna get up with a nice cold shower. Wake up. What are we doing here? Why are you sleeping in the hallway? They'd have woke up confused. They'd have been blinding them with a flashlight and everything, like I was the cops. What the fuck is the problem here? Why is you in the hallway?
That
What's
motherfucker like
going on
being
with
in the
this?
hallway. Yeah,
Like, come
daddy,
on,
I
man.
love, but daddy, I love him.
Swash, splash some more water on her. Give me another bucket. I'm running out. Come on, man. No, indeed, no. That I mean, there's got to be more to that story. It's just that I don't know if we hearing everything that went down with
Oh, we
that.
definitely not. That's a trip though. It is just to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like they could take it how they want. That it's already
We
on
know,
the it's
right?
on
We
the
know what
line,
we
bro.
and
It's
we know
on
what
the
we
line.
saw. We know what
It's
we
on
saw.
the
So
line. If your ass wasn't laying in the hallway, ma'am, we wouldn't have said you was laying in the hallway or had an opinion about your ass laying in the hallway. We ain't see you. So
fully sleeping on, but like you say, in the
snuggled.
fetal position.
You
Yeah,
snuggled.
snuggling in the fucking hallway.
The fuck, man.
Enough for somebody to drop a sofa down the stairs on you. That's New
Man,
York. You
people
know,
be doing
motherfuckers
all
just
kind of shit in them. And then that's that. Then that was in New York,
yes, that had to be New
nigga.
York.
All about to say, I don't know.
That
I ain't
looked
gonna
like
speculate with you. Nah, I ain't gonna speculate
That
with you.
had to
But
be a skit,
that's
bro. That
fine.
was a skit, bro. I don't think it's real, not for sure.
Because them damn hallways be fucked up though, and people be doing some fucked up shit, especially like them apartment fire, fire back stairwell type shit. That's what it looked like they was on.
that
Nah,
that
them
looked like
motherfuckers have that one that the one little piece where you could see, man, people be spitting down that shit just to see if
how
they
far it could
spit
go.
gonna go up. Oh, what?
Don't ask me how I know.
Trust me, I'm not, Blair. I'm not.
Line
I'm
it up
not at all.
just right. Catch somebody's hand because they won't touch the railing when they coming up. Yeah, man. That's all I had for other news, man.
Yeah, I had something for in other news. It's gonna basically go straight into my segment, which is child trafficking, sex trafficking, human trafficking, all of those things. There we go.
you so- you sounded like a nigga named Jessica just now. That nigga stupid. Continue.
Oh, God. Shit, let me get it. Let me see. All right, let's start with y'all. With some people's favorite person. I like this hoe because she a good actor, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog. She acts her ass off, bro. But I'm not sure enough people hearing the things that our so-called celebrities are saying nowadays. I think we just go with a lot of shit and don't really pay attention to what they be saying. Let me get this to load. Okay, there we go. We should have audio.
Explain what it is. Well, it's this way in which one forces through microneedling. It's like little roll.
What she talking about? Because it looked like he skipped a little. What she talking about is how rich people or celebrities stay looking young.
bullet with these, some of you, I think many of you know it. It pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes.
What are you pushing into the skin, Sarah?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person.
I'm gonna let you go first on that one, P.
That sounds like that stuff we was talking about last year, year before, adrenochrome. Ain't that the stuff she talking about?
It's a part of it, but I think she's talking about a different part of it.
Yeah, because I heard her say collagen, but I know collagen is like a substance that gives the skin its texture, it keeps it smooth, or it fills in the sinking areas. I'll say it like that.
But her saying the collagen thing, I just want you to know that's like saying I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and I put poison in it, and I just ain't tell you about the poison. You see what I'm saying? Like, but she knows about the poison, and she like,
I gotta
give me
have
that fucking poison. Like, you see what I'm saying?
I gotta have it. She
how
won't it.
How do you even know that's an option for you to even be doing? And then for you to know it come from children.
Recommendation. Oh, did you got to that part too already? So she said it where it came from.
Yes. Oh wait, hold on.
Okay.
Let me get the rest of it.
Young person.
Oh yeah. See, I stopped. Nigga had to slow it down. Young person.
Yeah, because of the collagen part. Yeah. Okay.
Then she say far, far away. So she ain't even gonna give you a country, but she gonna say far, far away. So you don't look local. You're gonna look far, far away, like a fucking business story or something. And she telling that shit like a Disney story. Like you sit down talking to your fucking children, reading them a nighttime story. Talk about fucking someone from far, far away, bitch. Who? Just tell me who it is. You ain't gotta tell me who it is. I know who it is.
Now figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby.
What?
There you go, P. Now I won't talk. Now let me talk. Let me talk. When you brought up adrenochrome, that's why I say it's based off another part. And now Chop was breaking it down. They are actually taking the blood, and not only the blood, the actual skin that's of child as well. And they noticed that the skin itself, and she talked about Korean baby, but actually melanated babies give you the more younger look.
Right, that's the best. You get the best from the melanin.
Yeah. So, trust me, Ellen know that's why she had to, she's throwing jokes too, but she's serious, right? Because, all comedians do that. They talk about their pain and they're funny, right? But when you're not funny, shit just sound like it's all over the place. Like Ellen, So she wants to be outing it out like this how cold I am. Like I could just do this. I could just we could talk about it. It's cool. Trust me, we got it. You're gonna be okay, That's why Bullock was talking like she was talking about it, trying to explain it in a scientifical beauty olive oil way and shit. Talking about collagen and all that shit. That's what Chop was saying about the peanut butter sandwich, nigga. You tell me about the dick skin you put in that motherfucker.
That's crazy. So hold up.
Yeah.
Is that what they're selling in the oil of Olay now?
No. I don't think it's olive oil. I think this is a form of look, because you got to go get this injected. That's what she's telling you. You got to get this shit injected into the pores, into the collagen, like you were saying, brother. The dips, the little rocks, the hard places in your face, like you were saying earlier. Yeah. That's what they injecting into those places, brother. They're injecting the foreskin of melanated babies into the skin to make it, like she said, you look like a fucking burn victim once they finish for a day. But once it's over, you get this rejuvenated face for probably a week,
Nigga
and then
see
you
this
gotta lick it up.
rejuvenated face.
Well, that's what they're doing. That's essentially what they're doing. I mean, it's not like it's a
fresh,
lie.
fresh baby
Fresh,
face. Man. Oh my!
fresh baby face
I'm gonna
from
let the
baby
man
foreskin.
continue.
Ain't that a thing? Oh wow.
Hollywood, Hollywood.
Yeah, so with that being said, I'm gonna hurry up and get straight into my. I just wanted to, that was a teaser. I got this other thing, but we vowed to not do that, so we're gonna save that for another month or something. But I got this video. I couldn't load that motherfucker like I wanted to.
Don't forget to run the disclaimers first.
Well, I don't think they could fuck with my video, but you're right.
Just to be on the safe side. Just to be on the safe side.
They have been, yo, TikTok. I know a lot of y'all travel, a lot of y'all like to be on the road, and a lot of y'all get hotels and Airbnbs. But what I need y'all to know is this is a list of hotels. You got the Hilton, the Wyndham, the Days Inn, the Super 8, Best Western, Red Lion, Marriott, Choice Hotels, Extended Stay America, and Motel 6. What do all these hotels have in common? They're all being sued right now for human trafficking. They have been participants in human trafficking. But wait, that's not all. In some of these hotels, they have found tunnels in the closets that go underground that led to missing children. Hey, do your own research. As you can see right here, the lawsuit has been filed against major hotel companies, including these, for allowing trafficking to occur on your TikTok. Traffickers use their property and profiting from human trafficking. Also, these hidden cameras have been found in a lot of these hotels as well. The traffickers use these cameras to spy on you and to see who they can kidnap. This is a coat hanger. This is a camera that looks like a plain screw. You would never know. People, you have to check your rooms for cameras. Also be aware of hotels that offer free shampoo and some conditioners, because property and profiting.
Yeah, but inside this. Before they show the tunnel, do anybody have any questions about anything they already heard? Y'all already seen what hotels it is. Y'all seen that there are active lawsuits against these hotels. I'm surprised no one heard about this kind of shit, because I definitely didn't hear about it on my local news. So, what y'all got, fellas?
No, damn it.
Be that.
My bad. So I heard about this, like you found it on TikTok. I found it on TikTok too, but I didn't get enough of the details. Like you have the details. He just was saying that what they were being sued for. I want to who's the suit, right? Who are the people that's suing these hotels? Because that is a long list of hotel chains in the thing.
So if that's all right, if that's what you want to know, just hold
wait.
That, and know I'm saying, if you want the answer
okay.
to that question, is later on in the video. But go ahead.
All right. So the other thing I want to tell people about is when I heard about this, there is little small devices that you could buy. They like 30, $40 online, and they help you spot microphones and cameras. And basically, all it does is like how we get that back feed from the microphone being too close to the stereo, or we got too many audio devices on and they all connected to one source and they keep giving you that back feed. That's basically what these devices do. And they help you spot the camera so you'll know, oh, they got a camera here, they got a camera here. Now, there was another video that I saw a while back where they were in Airbnbs and they found a big stupid tunnel under in the closet, but under the floor in the closet, and it had a tunnel
Oh
leading
wow.
outside of the house in the Airbnb. So all of these places that like he said, the hotels are being
Hmm.
to think about these Airbnbs that you go and stay in. Remember, you're not the only person that has the code to these Airbnb, because if the people who
Hmm.
giving you the code to the Airbnb to get in, who's to say that they're not traffickers too?
Hmm.
So yeah, if
That's a good one,
anything,
P. Dot. That's a
it's
good one.
it,
Keep
it's
listening.
check out all of you. I mean, and bring your little microphone and camera detection equipment with you. It was some kind of way they would say you could use your cell phone. Put your cell phone on camera mode, change the setting to black and white, and the black and white setting would help you find infrared through your camera on your cell phone.
Facts. They do have those kind of devices. You're all right, P. What you got, Simon?
Yeah, I was just gonna say the about the tunnel thing. I've heard it a couple of times. Is also food chains, and other places like we talked about last week. Like Disney or amusement parks and stuff like that. They target these areas like this to help not only find the kids, but also how to and where to traffic them. And you need big money to make this happen. So a lot of these companies, corporations, banks, and warehouses, and other other ways and means are definitely involved. And this is some great evidence.
I can't wait. I left out some stuff so because I seen, but Silent gonna let y'all know about some shit that I didn't talk about because I seen he was talking about it, but I would let him talk about it.
3-star motel. This what really freaked me out up here by the front door. Not this. See the latches, bro. This what freaked me out. Right by the front door. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Yeah, but inside this, that's some creepy, fucked up shit. Now, how a bitch supposed to feel safe? It is. There you go.
Hotels everywhere. A lot of these containers will have shampoo in them, but the base of the container is a whole camera system. So be careful at Airbnbs and at hotels everywhere. You can actually buy a device that will scan the room and let you know if there are cameras in the room. And it will show you where the cameras are. And for
There you
reference,
go, Pete.
this is a hotel in Florida
Right.
that had a hole in the closet that they went through and they found
Your boy telling
children
y'all where it's at. It happened in Florida.
way
Same hole.
down that tunnel where they would kidnap people to check into these hotels. A lot of these
B-Dot, you asked that question. You about to answer it for you, my brother. Oh, it's saying San Francisco.
All
It
right.
shouldn't be, but it should be saying
state in the
Ohio
country for human trafficking.
to
This is
Florida.
one of the most horrendous things that's happening in today's, daily world that we have going on. Right?
Columbus attorney Stephen Babin says Ohio is the fourth largest state in the country for human trafficking, and more than 95% of it happens in hotels.
It's a problem that's been in the hospitality industry forever.
95%. There you go, Peter. You was looking. There you
God damn. Okay, United States District Court of Southern District of Ohio, Eastern Division. Okay.
Babin has filed more than 40 individual lawsuits against
There you go,
6
get a little
hotel
bigger for you.
companies, including Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, Red Roof Inns, and Choice Hotels International, for allowing trafficking to occur on their property and profiting from human trafficking.
You have horror stories where people are handcuffed to toilets and hotel staff comes in and nobody does anything about it.
The ability
You're
to
taking that
yank
money.
the license if there's a significant number of police
Oh,
runs,
yeah.
if there's a significant
Especially
number
if they're
of
the same
violence
race.
and crime, if there is evidence of human trafficking that is persistent and not addressed.
Client says he believes the owners should be held accountable.
They're the ears on the ground. They're the eyes on the activity that's happening, and they see all of this transpiring right in front of their eyes.
This is one of the most horrendous things that's happening in today's, daily
camera
world
don't
that we have
work.
going on. Right?
You're single. Protect yourself from doxing.
That's just some things that y'all could help y'all out at the end. They just talking about protecting yourself, moving groups, don't post where you're going, post, like after you get back home, post where you've been, that type shit. Like those kind of things to make sure that you're not freely giving out no information and you don't know that you're doing it. And somebody been and came, really looking for you and been and got your ass somewhere.
A constant chain on your whereabouts and how you moving forever. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna
that's
be
the
honest
only,
with you though.
They really break down. Let me see who alone.
Vacation pics when you
He
get
don't
home.
say too much more.
Always travel
Okay.
in groups,
Yeah, sure.
never single. Don't leave kids in hotels
Don't leave-
if you
please
don't know
do
the
that
staff.
shit.
Never talk with strangers when traveling, and always watch your surroundings. Watch for people in hotel lobbies not to be followed. And move cautiously if any vans pull up by your car. Never, ever let anyone get you into a vehicle. Always use all your weight falling to the ground. Protect yourself.
Their own survivors of human trafficking now are fighting back now more than ever. And not just against the traffickers, but the businesses, they say, made their money off their own misery.
The hotel employees here allegedly ignored the red flags and visible injuries and cashed the profits from human trafficking.
This doesn't surprise me at all. The Marriott, Hilton, and other hotels sued over alleged sex trafficking activity. So basically, these major hotels we support are turning a blind eye, possibly even involved. Here are some helpful tips to protect you and your family from human sex trafficking and being targeted.
We made it to the end of the video. So with everything you've seen, the tunnels, the hotels being so involved, there's somebody else that's involved, but I know Silent gonna bring them up or whatever. It's celebrities involved. I showed y'all that in the beginning with Sandra Bullock. It's more of them. Jim Carrey that came out and said America can't do what they doing. That's not the America he know type shit. Like it's a lot of them that speak out against it. Ashton Kutcher was another one I had his shit.
Your girl from Walking Dead too, Chuck. She helped rescue some children, though.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
With your
You
So
girl,
talking you talking
I
about
forgot her name.
the little
The
black
the
chick?
white
black
girl.
chick,
No,
Oh,
the white one. The
the one that played Maggie.
she was. I think so. Maggie had the
okay,
dog hair.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, but her hair was blonde on here. But I think that's her. Like she was taking care of the little spot when they had to when the dudes had to go out and shit. Just like season 3, 4, something like that. Like
Yeah.
she had a
facts.
baby and everything. She had a
Yeah.
baby and
That was
all that.
Maggie.
All
That was
right,
Maggie.
yeah, it's her, man. She helped save a lot of kids with this dude I'm gonna talk about later on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna introduce y'all to that boy, but you're right, chap. A lot of them is like you said, Ashton Kutcher, man. He went to the council and talked to them motherfuckers. They looking at him like, bitch, I just had baby leg, man. What is you talking about? My bad. Go ahead. That was too early.
Yeah,
Um,
he literally was saying he, was out there witnessing kids, you know, thinking he having sex in his play, like his playtime type shit. Like to the
wow.
little
Exactly.
girl, she
Big
thinking
fucking smoke.
she playing. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But that's how conditioned the minds and shit
Yes,
is.
sir. I got a great example for y'all later on about this shit. That shit crazy, chap.
Now to go back and cover one of the bases that a lot of people forget remember when people used to do that posting on Facebook where they tell you what they had for breakfast, what they ate for lunch, when they going on vacation, when they on vacation, what they doing while they on vacation, and people kept getting their houses broken into. That's the same thing Facebook was saying. What damn near 2030, 2020, what this is 2023. I'm gonna say about 15 years ago, Facebook was telling people stop posting everything you do online. You don't know who watching you, right? You don't know, like you posted about going on vacation, and you posted about going on vacation to your friends, but your friends might be the same people that robbing your goddamn house. Talking about I don't know what you talking about. I ain't even been around there, man. I've been at work and all that stuff. You putting too much of your personal life online, and now people are watching what you do. Because especially if you don't have your page marked as private, where only certain people can see your page, you leaving your page susceptible to any and everybody who knows you can go rummage through your shit while you gone. So it's the same thing with what they're talking about now with the trafficking thing. Don't post nothing about nothing until after you safely made it back home, because you putting that type of information out there is giving them the tools they need to bushwhack
Find
you.
your ways.
You know what I'm Yeah, oh, we going to
Yeah.
Bermuda. Why? Why would I tell you I'm going to Bermuda?
No, no, now that I'm going to, I'm on my way there. We 5 minutes in. We about
Yeah.
to turn up. We about to call Uber right now. Look at our address. Yeah, that type of shit. Yeah.
Here's the
They
plane
on your
ticket.
ass. They on your ass. Yeah, that
Taking
shit
pictures
real.
of your plane tickets and shit. Oh,
Yeah,
this
they
the
on
flight
your
you
ass,
coming
bro.
on? Yeah. So just watch out for that. Be more
They don't even
mindful
be
now.
needing all that, and they motherfuckers be out there like that. So
Right.
Yeah, brother. I know it's not as shocking and shit to y'all because we be on this kind of shit. We definitely see this kind of shit all the time in the news that we search. It's just that it should be something that's majorly spoken on, and it's not.
oh, definitely, we ain't gonna never stop talking about it neither. It's not gonna be the last. Trust me. And it damn sure wasn't the first.
So, P, I
That's
got
a
a
fact.
question for you, bro. What you doing, nigga? Try to come through that hole while you in that hotel room?
That's a good question.
If I find the hole first, like if I go in that hotel room, which my wife would tell you, I check that fucking room. I want to make sure ain't nothing out of place, because we have to check the room. So if anything is out of place, we could change rooms. You know what I'm saying? Like if the room ain't been cleaned right or whatever like that, I go in the closet. So if I see anything suspicious in there, first thing first, we going back downstairs to front desk. But now you got to get us in another room. I don't like that room. That room ain't clean. Da 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 da. Whatever excuse may be. Now, if we get in the room the room clean, and I don't know that there's a hole in there, but paranoid ass, been done laid up there and hear something creeping around in that bitch at night, I'm getting up. And 9 times out of 10, I either got my keys in my hand, box cutter, something, because I don't know what to expect, especially knowing that even though I locked the door, I know that that door could be broken into. You know what I'm saying? I done seen videos where people taking jimmy the door open and just push something in there in between the little latch to push the latch open because they got the master key or the master card key which unlocks the door. You know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. So we stay mindful of different little things like that. And to be quite honest with you, you done put me in the mindset now where I'm gonna plug the fucking iron up and leave that bitch on. You come walking through that fucking door and hit your ass with that hot iron. You gonna be a press face bastard fucking with me. Shit.
Yeah, I was thinking somewhere along the lines of sitting shit on top of it. If I had to stay in the room and I found it, I would probably try to sit all the luggage and shit on top of the hole. That way, if the nigga do move or try to get in there,
you gonna
you
hear
can
that shit,
definitely
yeah.
hear it. So that'll either deter them or, for keep them from getting up there, at least you could get up and try to be able to defend yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
only
I
way
always
I have to stay in that room, though. The only way I would have to stay in that room if I was homeless, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get the fuck up out of there. First of all, I want to see what the fuck going on with that motherfucker first. Cause I
Right.
don't know, cause I'm gonna have to think about it. I don't know if I gotta call the police and tell them, cause these motherfuckers might know already.
wait.
Get the
Here's another
motherfuckers.
fucked up.
It's
Look, another
crazy
fucked
shit.
up thing about that is a lot of them hotel phones don't even work no more. Like you ain't dialing out on them fucking phones in them hotels
No,
no
I'm
more, man.
definitely not gonna use no hotel phone. Come on, man. I got a cell phone. I mean, it is 2023. You don't have to use their phone. I'm just saying, like, I would have to think about a lot of shit. Like, look what Chop just said about the luggage thing. I'm thinking about a bell or something, like, ding, 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 so I could get up and shoot his ass or something, or stab the shit out. Like, what the fuck going on? He came through a hole, officer, in the room. Y'all
What you
need
wanted
to.
me to do?
That could
Look,
start a whole. Yeah, that'll start a whole. That should start a whole investigation, man.
right, what you wanted me to do, bro? This nigga come through a hole in the floor in my closet.
Bro, that's
I'm
some
gonna
scary
shoot
shit,
him.
bro. Bro, you saw how deep that shit was, man. That shit kept going, man.
Yeah, that's the whole length of the hotel, literally. Literally.
Nigga, that shit was going down floors and shit, man. You saw that shit?
So just
Yeah,
Damn.
that shit definitely was going down floors and shit.
imagine how much of a struggle it would be for them. And
Fuck
it's not
no. They do that shit, man, like moles and shit, man. They in that shit like
right,
ninjas, man. That shit ain't
right.
hard for them.
It ain't hard for them, but fuck, you could put up a hell of a fight in that little bitty ass cramped space though.
Like, what, you talking about like a kid or something?
No,
No.
no, not I'm talking about because remember, it's men, women, and children that's getting abducted out of these hotels. So
It's
it's
mostly them
mostly kids,
kids,
right?
bro. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You saw how little that hole is, man. You ain't bringing no grown
Most
ass
adults
women
can't
through
fit through
that,
that hole,
man.
bro. Nah.
These are minors we talking about. That's what I'm saying. These little people too that's doing this shit. Like
Midget
little bitty
motherfuckers.
niggas that be doing shit. Man, what? It's a lot of bruh. I'm telling you, bruh. Did you see that whole nigga? Nigga, that whole nigga? That
And for
motherfucking whole nigga?
the person that got down in there, you could tell he was struggling trying to just turn around to show you the
It looked
tunnel.
like it was easy to me. Motherfucker look like he was in that motherfucker, like he got a whole mole maze in that motherfucker. I don't know, bro. It looked like a real simple thing that they're used to doing, and it's no problem. They've been doing it for a long time, and it's been working. That's what it looked like. The shit looked it together, bro. That bitch looked it like a ant pile. How it would look under the bottom if you looked inside that motherfucker. Like one of them ant farms and shit that you see from the side and shit. The shit look like it got levels to that shit, man. Like they could go
It
in any room
definitely
that they
does.
decide.
Yeah, it did look like that though. But
You
that I
man, what?
look
When he
Now
put the
check this
camera
out.
down in that bitch, when he put the camera, man, see, man, what the?
Now look, they had one where the motherfuckers was in the Airbnb house and they went like him and I think it was a guy and a lady. They went down in the damn tunnel, and as they were getting down in the tunnel, a motherfucker popped out on their ass. I said, Lord, I probably would have. I don't know what I would have did, but I know
Man,
one
you
thing:
be
I
scared,
wouldn't have
bruh,
walked
and
out there
scared
clean
people do
though.
crazy shit.
I don't think I'd
Scared
have
people
came
do
out
crazy
clean
shit,
though.
boy.
That's for sure. I'd have been a pissy mess trying to get the fuck up out of there.
Boy, you'll grab all your chest and shit and jump back. You ain't never made that move a day in your life. You think it's something will scare the
Right.
shit out you, boy. You just,
That's what I'm
man, you'll
saying.
kill somebody scared,
Somebody
man. You would
pop,
kill some damn trying to, man.
motherfucker laid up there and popped out on them people in that tunnel under that Airbnb house, bro. I don't know how they turned around and got the fuck up out of there so fast. I'm like, first of all, that's a narrow ass walk, because it was in a good little length where you could stand up in there, right? But it was narrow. Them motherfucker turned around so fast and ran up out of there, boy. It was quick. I said, damn.
Yeah, bro.
Lord, boy, but that just makes you think about like now. Is that the reason why we have so many? I think about all these abandoned mega grocery stores. Remember the Winn Dixie that used to be right there in Gentilly on Shelf? Closed down. Motherfucker had been squatting in there. Ain't no telling what the fuck was going on in there. That store had been abandoned for like almost 2 years.
Yeah, they say they
Before,
be using warehouses too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like empty old
Yeah, they say they be
warehouses.
using warehouses too. Yeah, they be keeping them in there until they can move them.
And that make me kind of wonder, like, think
That's why
about
they be
all the
asking people
warehouses
to
we got
get
down
get
here.
rid of them abandoned buildings and those abandoned
Vacant houses and shit.
not only look, they got a whole yo, I forgot what state this is, yo. It's a whole mall, nigga, but it's shut down. The whole mall is still up and running, but it's shut down. Like ain't nothing in nobody supposed to be in there. Nothing. People be squatting, and they also think that that's how they've been moving kids and shit through that mall. Like you saying, P. They
Yeah.
use like they shut
You
it
got so
down
many
to use it. They shut it
as a
down to use it as a front to do that type of shit, yeah.
ooh,
Shit
now
crazy, bro.
that
Cause
sound
see, that's
about right,
why
bro.
the big corporations come in there.
Yep.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't say it because I
Yep.
don't want, But Silent know what I'm talking about. That's what all
What?
the big fucking
What's
the
that? What?
people the
Go
people
ahead, talk
with the
about it.
money come in. The people with the money come in there. You know what I'm saying? Like the people with the money.
The money. The
The
money.
Oh, you
money.
talking about
The people with the money.
I'm
oh
dollar
you
They
bill,
come
y'all.
in.
Ain't no
you
You know
country
what
talking
I'm
nigga,
saying?
you
nothing.
talking about the sponsors.
Yes, the sponsors. There you go, P. I
Yeah,
don't want
big
to give my brother the
corporations, big
shit away,
pharma.
but you know what I'm
Nah,
saying,
you
bro.
yo, man, you good.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
No, man. That's
the,
they
the,
what we gotta understand is that's
the
why, and for the
philanthropists
people
and
that's
all them.
watching the show, that's why we saying they all into it. Now, Chop Tracks talked about the celebrities and the hotel industry. The whole shebang. Cause think about it. A lot of them hotels they name, Days Inn, fucking Hilton and all that. They got hotels across the whole fucking world.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
bro, you know what I just thought about?
There you go, homie.
So
Bro, ain't a lot of our hotels up there on Canal Street, right there by the underground tunnel.
Come on, man. Stop playing, P. Now you thinking, player. Now you own it. Now
it's
you see what this man
strategic.
is saying. It's not this is just scenarios. You gotta think about where you stay at and how much relevancy is it toward this conversation. Do they
Yeah,
have them hotels where you at? Do them hotels have an underground area where these people have to do maintenance or whatever else they have to do to the hotels?
right.
Is these hotels in areas where you could possibly do these type of things? How
It's
fast
on
can a
the
kid
building
get
style of
lost?
a lot of them
See,
French
so
Quarter hotels. a lot of shit is in the basement, so you got to be able to walk up under the whole building.
Man, you even for the sewage and the water, the water and stuff. You have to go under that.
Elevators,
It's the
electricity, all
even if
that
you
shit.
look down the vent, you could see it like that with them, the little side vents and shit, kind of like a New York type of thing. Like it got that underground to the, underground to the underground type shit. So, hey, it's a good point, P.
Okay, I ain't really had too much. I showed my video. I spoke on for the people so they can remember. We spoke on the celebrities being into it, the whole goddamn
Sandra Bullock's a whore.
wait, I lost it. The whole goddamn
All right.
hotel
So look.
industry, I would say. And two states. Why Florida keep coming up on that shit? A lot of people they think
Ooh, you
Oh,
Florida
wait,
already
wait, wait,
cheating
wait,
know.
wait, wait, wait,
or
wait.
whatever.
I got
Plus,
one for you.
Shit.
Florida.
Ohio is a new place. That was my first time hearing about Ohio and why.
Mm-mm,
Like the
mm-mm,
man
mm-mm.
said, that probably wasn't my
Boy.
first time, but
No, no. Let me stop you right there, Chuck. I'm gonna let you keep going, though. But I gotta stop you, brother. Remember, Ohio is one of those places where we talked about the 600 missing black girls.
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
all right.
So
That's what initially started
Ohio
that.
is a big hub for human trafficking, sir. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
That's
Oh,
what's
I
So
up.
got
yeah,
if
that's
you
why
think
you know about
Ohio
it.
was
But
one,
not
I
Right.
got
that
another
ain't
one for
why.
you.
But you see what I'm saying? That was the puzzle
Yeah.
piece that you was thinking about. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it
Well, look,
definitely is because
I
Ohio. A lot of people look at Florida and don't look at Ohio. But I'm
she
saying look at
Bow.
both of them shits. You know what I'm
they
saying? Look at
brought
more than just, but for right now, that's the
Yeah,
ones
'cause
I,
Florida got the
you know.
flashing light, sunshine, the beach, the water right there, and
Can you
you could
next?
tie all these things
yeah.
into that.
All right,
Definitely,
yeah,
you
you
could
could go
tie, but
ahead, King.
Ohio ain't really got nothing.
Put
So
my
you're right.
hand
People
clap
don't
for
really
you.
look at Ohio like that. That's crazy though. But yeah, it's definitely a hub.
I'm
So
Chop Tracks and I'm
well,
passing the mic, fellas. I
well,
tried, you know,
well.
tried my
I'm gonna keep the party rolling a little bit longer. Then, so check this out. If you think Ohio is one of those states, which it is, on my first video, 26 seconds in, I need you to pause it. Okay, I want you to pause it on the first 26 seconds of the video because she's gonna say something that's gonna kind of like catch your attention about a place that's not too far from us. So check this one out. Go ahead and run that video, big brother. Oh, do the disclaimer. Do the disclaimer, please. Don't forget the disclaimer. Well, while he's getting that video ready for me, I do want to say this, bro. We definitely gotta stay on this top. We gotta keep finding more information about the stuff that we've been talking about when it comes to this human trafficking and the sex and drug trafficking, because the scheme that's coming behind this is literally one that I can't say we've seen this type of action before. We have, but the rate
It's
at
bigger
which
than
it's
ever.
happening, yeah,
Yeah, it's bigger than ever.
the rate at which it's happening is staggering.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the one thing I want people to understand is we can't continuously be concerned about one set of people without being
Mm.
concerned about all sets of the people that's being involved in the sex trade for trafficking, the
Yeah,
drug
human
trade for
trafficking.
trafficking.
Period. Yeah.
the trafficking scheme, period, because uh one of the videos I have, you're going to hear the lady talk about migrant children,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Oh yeah.
I understand that migrant children are bigger targets because of
Oh
where
yeah,
they're coming
definitely.
from.
Mm-hmm.
But we have had the problem before the migrant children became a problem with people popping up missing over here. And
That's true.
nobody never knows nothing about it. That's the fuck shit about that thing. Oh, well, the cameras don't work. Well, how they work when it's time for you to have to recoup some money on something, but they don't work when a human life gets taken or when a human gets or when a person gets kidnapped on your premises. How they don't work then?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh
That's
yeah.
always been the storyline that I do not like when it comes to dealing with these businesses. Like, oh, that camera don't work. That's a dummy camera. Or yeah, my system went down during the time all that went happen. No, man, you not gonna like when I feel like if the law enforcement gets to the point where they have a situation happen at this place one too many times and the cameras work when just say they get robbed. Oh, the cameras work when you got robbed, but the cameras didn't work when this person got kidnapped up out your hotel. The front door camera see him coming in, but none of the other cameras in the building catch him. Right? How does that work? Please explain that to me. And I feel like as a person who thinks about these things like that, if I so happen to be just say a mayor or city councilman, what they call them, aldermen, law enforcement of any type, or district attorney, or judge even. And I keep hearing about the same rhetoric that come out these businesses' mouths when it's time to recoup some money. But when something happened, your cameras never work. When it ain't got nothing to do with money coming your way, I'm gonna push to shut your business down. You see what I'm saying? Because I think if it hurts your pockets deep enough, you'll start understanding this isn't a game. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's a big game to them. Well, I'm gonna do this as long as I don't get caught in it, and I'm still
Mm.
gonna make some money off of it, which they
Yeah, I
probably
just
making money. Oh, go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm rambling.
no, I just don't like evil meat, P. And I think this is some of the most
Heinous.
evilest acts that you could possibly think of doing when it, especially when it comes to these kids, bro. Well, excuse me, not kids. I don't mean to cuss. Children. Um,
Mhm.
a lot of us, we kind of go along with life, not realizing how serious this is or how serious it should be. But it is. It might not be happening to you
Right here, right now.
personally,
Right.
but this affects everybody. Um, how our president is so nonchalant about this situation is driving the fuck out of me, bro.
I'm glad
Like
you
he,
mentioned.
he
I'm
really
glad
he
you
really
mentioned
getting on
that
my
too.
nerves with this shit.
I got
Um,
something for that too.
yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna speak too much. I just want to express myself on him.
Oh no, no.
Um,
Express away, my friend. But I'm just letting you know ahead in advance. I got something for that one too, because this is a far stretched and wide thing. And remember how we kept talking about Jeffrey Epstein? I think we narrowing down why he was able to get away with it for so long. So that'll be something
yeah,
we
we
can
ain't finished talking about his ass neither. So this definitely not gonna be the
right.
last
This might
time
be
we
something
talking about
that
his ass.
look. This might be something that helps stitch that hole a little bit better because when he died, they left a big old gaping hole. Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell was one part of the hole.
Hmm.
She got stitched up. Now they saying that they're releasing the names in the black book and all that, which we still haven't seen them. They still haven't made it public.
Oh wait, hold
Yeah,
up.
so let me finish, but let me finish saying what I was saying, brother.
Oh
You
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
been
yeah.
you been drinking tonight? You okay?
Look, uh,
Got your back. Got you.
uh,
But
uh,
yeah, I was just saying about the president, and how nonchalant he is about this is driving me. Like is really giving me bad vibes with him and his involvement in a lot of the stuff that our people represent. They don't initially ties to what they believe, and that's you know the cognitive dissonance that I have, and that I see that people have with what they say. This is wrong, but you're not going to say nothing to the person that's supposed to be representing you or your party as as the one who's the advocate for it. Like you're supposed to be full steam ahead with this, but Ukraine and
the
other
crack
little
smoke
other
is
policies are
taking
your
forefront.
main focus. This is his main focus, and it should be weird to us, not only as Americans but as people, period.
Right.
You feel me? Like I'm not on no patriotic shit and all that shit, because that shit means certain shit to certain people. So most people don't even look the shit up in the dictionary any goddamn way. So I'm not gonna use it. I'm
Right.
just gonna say as a person, bruh, as people, this shit should be weird to you. So that was what I want to say about that shit.
Yeah, man. Cause I just, matter of fact, I think I just was having a discussion with one of the people that used to drive trucks for one of the warehouses, and I was telling them like, you know, I can't judge you by who you are for what I see right now. From what I see, I can only judge you by who you are and what you do. Now, you may do something that I might not like. I can't condone it, but I can't condemn you for it either. I didn't like that you did that, but I can't condemn you for it either. Now, some of the stuff that's going on within our elected official cabinet, even
Mhm.
the little slip of the lip, because I don't believe that those slip of the lips really be slip of the lips. I believe that you intentionally saying what you're doing and calling it a slip of the lip. You know what I'm saying? So a
How
lot
you
of
say
this,
that? How you say that little saying, P? You probably know it. What is called the Floridian slip? They got a name for it.
oh, oh
When you
Freudian,
say something, but you mean to say something else, but you say
yeah,
something else.
it's Freudian. It's like saying fraud, but you're saying Freud. Yeah,
Freudian slip.
yeah.
Okay, damn, that shit almost took my damn vocals. Go
Matter of
I
fact,
would Freud. You heard me? I sounded like I was stuttering Stanley around this motherfucker, trying to say that shit. Yeah, okay. Cause people do that too. It's like, yeah, I ain't. Yeah, is you innocent in that thing? Yeah, I was definitely innocent. I was definitely guilty. You be like, that, nigga, I mean, innocent.
and guess
Like you
what?
say
Look,
one thing for something else, or it be a word that's close to it too, right? It could be a word that's close to the word that you really trying to say, but you didn't say it. Yeah, bro,
well, look. Here's the
that shit a
definition
fool.
on it. The when I
Oh,
said
okay.
Freudian slip, the
Mm-hmm.
first thing it pulled up, an unintentional error regarded as revealing subconscious feelings.
Mm. You said what you really thought when you said the wrong goddamn word or the wrong ass sentence that you were trying to tell me or trying to convince me of. You trying to convince me of that sentence, but that word really came in there.
Uh-huh. You trying to say, "Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to say that." Like when we was talking about
Yeah,
that
you
preacher.
did.
When we was talking about the preachers, and the boy
Yeah.
said, "The devil made me say that." No, that's really what you wanted to say. The devil ain't make you say shit, nigga. You said it. That
Ah,
is a
shit.
Freudian slip. And then
think about it. He not only said it once, he said it twice. Shit, you
Not
meant to
just the
say that.
president. Yeah, it's not just the president. Yeah, it ain't just him.
Not at all. We know
That's
we
that's
know
what we
that.
talking about, man. You must be late, King 365.
Yeah, he
Don't
just
come in here
jumped
with your
in.
late beefs, man. Let you know what you talking about, man. Don't come in here with no late beef now. You bucking for Biden now? That's what we doing? Let me know if you bucking for Biden. Put that in the chat, man. Let me know if you bucking for Biden. We can talk about it. Come on, five. Come on, five. We can talk about it.
Right. Anybody else got something to say? Cause the chat been kind of quiet since 9:30. 9:36 was the last comment. Come on, y'all. What's happening?
All I said
Yo,
was Biden is kind of it should be a little suspicious how comfortable he is with not talking about this. That's all I said about his old ass. And we can talk about it now.
she Kamala Harris talking about reducing population on us. Ain't no way.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but she made a comment talking about reducing emissions in the ozone and reducing human
She worrying about
population at
that
the
shit in
same
the
time.
school books. She worrying about them taking the. They talking about putting that people benefited from slavery in school
No,
books.
that
That's what
that
she
that
talking
the
about.
slaves benefited for, or that there was a benefit to the slaves from slavery. Yeah, I don't. But boy, them people better not play with me. I will homeschool the fuck out of any
I ain't
child that
heard
really
her say
want to know the
nothing
truth.
else
You
about
said this
nothing
ain't
else.
slips. They tongue tied a line. Hey, hey.
That's a
That's why
good
they.
one.
That's why they
That's a
need.
good
That's why
one.
they know. That's why they made a name for it. Cause they ain't know what to
Uh,
call that shit when they did it. Tongue tied
oh,
line.
matter of
Double
fact,
tongue ass like a serpent, man.
right. Sigmund Freud. But Sigmund Freud came up with a lot of
It
them
sounds like
sayings.
his name, huh? Freudian.
Yeah,
Freudian.
that come from his name, Sigmund Freud.
Oh, so like a magic trick or some shit. Is that what they saying? That's why they
No,
called it that? I don't know shit.
no, they
I'm
called it
asking you.
that because the person who came up with that terminology was a renowned psychologist, philosopher.
Oh, that's right. I don't know what I'm thinking about. I say this man was a magician.
Oh
Damn.
Lord,
I was
yeah,
way off. Whatnot? It's still
that,
black magic. But go ahead.
in a sense, yes, in a sense.
It's still on that
So,
occult shit, but yeah.
so brother, producer, you back with us? You ready to run my first video for me?
Boy, you ain't say I need to run your videos when you was gonna tell me that.
Didn't
You
I tell
said
you when
you
I
was
was
sending
on?
them to me to just in case I had to run them, but you was
Okay,
gonna
can
run
you?
them.
Okay,
Oh, all
well,
right. So
hold
now you
on.
asking me to run. All right, all right.
Uh,
You ain't say
let
none
me
of
see.
that.
Well, you came late, dude. We didn't get a chance to discuss it.
We had 2 days before the show started to discuss it.
Boy, don't play with me.
I ain't playing. Fuck. We had 2 days before the show to discuss that shit. You could have been said that.
All right, hold on. All right. So,
King Five, where you at for the man jump into his thing? Now I'm trying to give you some time. You need to drop the link, Chavi. You want to talk about try to see if King 365 will talk about Biden. And he not the
Not
only one.
because the president the world turned to human
He said the
trafficking.
world turned a blind eye
Yeah,
to the human
that's how the
trafficking and sex
hotel
trafficking.
shit. That's
I
how the
said he
I,
must have
hotel
didn't
people
watch
do
the
it these
beginning. That's
days.
why I was telling him. I said you must have come in here late with your fake beef.
I got it, Chop. I got it.
I'm just joking, bro. Damn, bro. I know y'all.
So, so look,
Just joking, y'all. That
so
relax.
look, this the first one, y'all. I want y'all to check this out. Like I said, I'm gonna pause it the first 26 seconds in, because I want y'all to hear. She's gonna say something very important about, like I said, a place that's not too far from us. So check this out.
Risen since 2007,
I gotta play
and
it.
the DFW human trafficking cases have continually risen since 2007. And the DFW Metroplex accounts for 35% of the state's cases.
They have to know who they're connecting with.
Lantaj Woods teaches the public about human trafficking, what it is, what happens, and how to protect yourself. She says human trafficking often starts with online coercion. Other times, it's kidnapping.
That happens to both children and adults.
All right, so y'all heard about where they said that this is at, right? So she's saying that this is Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, we talking about. And the thing is, you have to recognize when it's starting. Like, motherfucker trying to get you to meet them at these places or see who you is and tell them where you're from and all that stuff. Because the more information you give them about where you're from makes it easier for them to be able to track you down, right? So remember back in the day, they was saying, "Oh yeah, don't use your real identity online." That's the same thing that they're telling us right now. It's like it's coming full circle. All of the things that we were told when we first started using the internet is done all come full circle. And this is predominantly the reason why they were telling us about not revealing your identity, where you're located, and all that stuff because of this type of stuff here. So I shall continue. Anybody else got anything they want to add to it?
According to the National Human Trafficking Hotline, Texas ranks as the second worst state in the U.S. for human trafficking, with sex trafficking being more prevalent than labor trafficking. Houston falls as the worst city in the state. Dallas and San Antonio fall closely behind.
Some of the common victims are women and children, but also homeless individuals, people that have mental illness, that are struggling with drug abuse.
Lantage says there's a list of things to look out for, such as noticing uncomfortable situations, strong eye contact from the victim, fearful behavior, or if someone appears to be coached in what to say.
But it's really
Hello? Is everybody still with me?
Yeah.
All right. I know you know you was busy for a little second. Did you have anything you wanted to add to any of this before I finish this part out?
I know you was good.
Or what about you, Si? Okay. I shall move on.
really up to the general public to help with human trafficking, to be aware of the signs, to be aware that it is a problem and it can happen anywhere at any time to anyone.
In Dallas, I'm Natalie Haddad.
So that's the first one, right? So when you think about it, we had a situation where we was out with our kids at the museum, and I saw the man, I saw the child. I felt very uneasy after seeing, the child's face or whatever, because she looked like she had been snatched up and just hurry up and swept around to the area where we was, where they could blend in with the other little non-melanated people. And, he kept his hand on the back of her head and kept rubbing her hair. And I just felt uneasy about it. And so he got on, I guess you could say, a FaceTime phone call. And he was talking to somebody. I couldn't hear who it was he was talking to. And the people that was with us, they were like, "Oh, he was on the phone with a female. It sounded like it could have been her mom and stuff like that." But the way the little girl looked, she just looked so petrified and scared, like she was really being abducted. And then the way he sat with her in his lap, I wouldn't let my child sit straddled across my lap like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit just looked extra weird, extra creepy. It looked pedophile-ish, and it looked like the little girl was being kidnapped all at the same time. It was like it fucked with me. So, you know, I guess you could say I was looking at if she was being trafficked or kidnapped, or was this really her dad? And nothing ever really made me feel comfortable about that situation. And I almost regret not calling the police that day because I really feel like the little girl was being abducted. And that's something that's probably going to haunt me until I know better. So that was the first of my videos. So I'm going to go ahead and run this next one. Anybody got anything they want to say before I move on? So my next video is not going to be that long. It's really, really short. And then I'll just let that play on through. Um, and then my third video I got lined up is going to kind of like make you really, really think about what's really happening in this country as a whole. So let me pull it up for y'all right quick.
I actually was already using, honestly, a lot of drugs to be numb. I just wanted to be
Okay.
numb with the life I was living.
Fair enough.
He did not necessarily introduce me to a lot of drugs. That is a common tactic that traffickers will use, obviously, to keep their victims in a constant state of being high, but also in a state of, always needing more, right? Needing that next high and becoming dependent on the trafficker. Fortunately for me, I ran from that first trafficker, having no clue. I ran to the arms of another man who would traffic me. But that second trafficker didn't want me to use any drugs. It can go both ways. I actually was already using, honestly, a lot of drugs to be numb. I just wanted
So this person is literally sharing her story about her experience with being trafficked and not realizing that her trauma that was being her trauma in her life that caused her to use drugs was the catalyst to her being abducted in the first place. Like that constant state of wanting to be high, to get away from your pain, that or the drama or the trauma that's in your life made it easy for the people to abduct you. And so now I wish I knew a little bit more about the story, but it sounds like she was being held captive from this person for a good little while, because to keep a person in a constant state of being high, to have them trafficked for sex or whatever, that takes a minute. And she she said that she escaped only to run into the arms of another person who she thought she was being helped by, which he trafficked her to. The only difference is he didn't want her using drugs. He wanted her to be sober. Now, I'm not understanding the philosophy behind that, because you can't hold a victim hostage and keep him sober and expect him to be cooperative with you. So, but this last video I'm gonna play y'all, and then I'm gonna pass the mic. Um, this one's gonna be one that's pretty good because, like I say, this might be the one that make everybody open up their eyes and realize that not all of this in the United States is what it appears to be. So check this one out. Sorry.
Good afternoon, Chairman McClintock, Ranking Member Japal, and distinguished members of the committee. It is an honor to be here. I thank you for the invitation to share my testimony. My goal is to inspire action to safeguard the lives of migrant children, including the staggering 80.
Now, mind you, this is April 26th of 2023, y'all. I'm sorry, I just realized what date it was, but just check out the date.
85,000 that are missing. Today, children will work overnight shifts at slaughterhouses, factories, restaurants to pay their debts to smugglers and traffickers. Today, children will be sold for sex. Today, children will call a hotline to report they are being abused, neglected, and trafficked, and we don't know if they're going to get the help they need. For nearly a decade, unaccompanied children have been suffering in the shadows, and I have to confess, I knew nothing about their suffering until 2021, when I volunteered to help the Biden administration with the crisis at the southern border. As part of Operation Artemis, I was deployed to the Pomona Fairplex Emergency Intake Site in California to help HHS, Office of Refugee Resettlement, reunite children with sponsors in the United States. I thought I was going to help place children in loving homes. Instead, I discovered that children are being trafficked through a sophisticated network that begins with recruiting in home country, smuggling to the US border, and ends when ORR delivers a child to a sponsor. Some sponsors are criminals and traffickers and members of transnational criminal organizations. Some sponsors view children as commodities and assets to be used for earning income. This is why we are witnessing an explosion of labor trafficking. Now, whether it's intentional or not, it could be argued that the United States government has become the middleman in a large-scale, multi-billion-dollar child trafficking operation that is run by bad actors seeking to profit off of the lives of children.
So what we got, everybody? What y'all think so far?
Chop, you want to go first, or you want me?
I think that I don't think we know it as much.
You're breaking up, bro.
Yeah, I picked my mic up. My bad.
There you go.
Because I wanted to get close to it before I see this. But I just don't think that people care enough about it or whatever. I'm gonna give y'all a statistic. One thing that I think they got us worrying about while that shit going on. They got us thinking that a lot of people are in single homes or single parent homes, and that's just one of the things that they have us looking at. That's just not true. If you go look up the statistics on that, 80% of people have two parent households. But it's like a crisis in America, and this is something that really should be a crisis. This fucking trafficking shit.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Oh
what
yeah,
about you, Scott?
this middleman shit. I'm definitely about to talk about that a little more. What the lady is saying, she hitting on some good points. About who is actually involved and how they become, like she said, these actors and performing to be these people who care or here for these uh good political reasons, making these law-abiding decisions on the people, and looking into this versus looking into that, and like just all over the fucking place and trying to figure out and scramble. But when this was a conversation, and I know everybody don't like my nigga, but I don't give a shit. When Trump was telling y'all about this shit, nobody wasn't fucking listening to that man. This shit is a fucking problem, bruh.
When
This
he
man,
said he was draining
this
the
man
swamp,
got
that's what he
people.
meant.
Look. This man got people coming through this motherfucker through the cartels, y'all. We just finished telling y'all about this shit. Y'all don't think they moving
That's
people?
big
How they
fact.
moving fentanyl?
Right.
Stop playing. Just think about it for a minute. And I don't mean to rant on your spot, bro, but this shit
Nah,
crazy,
nah.
bro. They really have to think about how many people coming through. But go ahead, P, bro. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to jump
Like
off. Go
she
ahead, bro.
said, 80. But see, again, like I said, remember before I got started, I said they focused on the migrant children. Oh, 85,000 migrant children. Well, how many American children that came up missing since 2007?
They
Think
going
about it. The
both
lady,
ways, man. They moving, man. They
right,
moving both ways, man. They a fool.
right.
They coming through the front door and moving them out the back,
Look, not just the back. Don't forget, you got
throwing them out
the
the window
garage,
too.
the
Shit.
garage. You got the fucking attic window. You got like they got so many different avenues that they can take to move people through this country. It's a shame, bro. But of course, you gonna tell us about the tunnels that they're using to transport drugs. What about the same fucking tunnels that they're using to transport people? Are we gonna forget that we talked about that? Right? Oh, we detonated bombs to destroy the tunnels that the cartels have under the U.S. coming through Texas and Wyoming and all. Man, y'all ain't do shit because how the fuck 85,000 children in 1 year come up missing out this country and nobody know nothing. Nobody know where they come. Nobody know where they went to. You know where they come from, but you don't know where they went to. With all these cameras, cell phones, bank cameras, goddamn traffic light cameras, you name it. Nobody know where none of these people going. Come on, man. Like you said, bro, they need to stop playing. So I'm gonna let it play a little bit more, man, just to see what else we got that we could dig up off of this here. Cause I'm quite sure that she not finished.
As for me, my interest is the safety of the children. I do not view this as a political issue. I view this as a humanitarian issue. I assure you, my motives are the highest and best. I want the children protected. So I want to tell you some of what I witnessed personally at the Pomona Fairplex. I saw vulnerable indigenous children from Guatemala who speak Mayan dialects and cannot speak Spanish. That means they cannot ask for help in English. They cannot ask for help in Spanish. They become
How is
captives
they
of their
still
sponsors.
speaking Mayan is the even greater question. That is amazing to still be speaking that.
Nah, don't you find that kind of odd?
Not
Then she said,
odd, but
wait,
it's like these children have been that like secluded from the
right?
rest
That's
of
a
the area of what they call, society,
civilized
right?
or
Civilization.
civilization,
Yeah,
right?
there you go. Yeah, like them people is Tarzan and shit, and they can't use
But what?
forks and shit. But yeah,
But I was about to say something to that. What's so
go ahead.
amazing is if they're because remember the Mayans were an ancient people that supposedly no longer existed. Supposedly, right? Everybody else was
Right.
supposed to be of Spaniard descent or Latin descent. So how do we have people who are now actual full-blooded Mayans? So now we're taking people from a continent that supposedly no longer fucking exists or a
I don't
country.
know. That's why I
I'm a,
say that's
that's
interesting in
amazing,
itself. Yeah, that's
right?
interesting in itself by her saying that because she did say Guatemala, so that
Right.
is South America. So
So yeah, I mean, you got to. I mean, she got a lot of shit probably lined up. Let's go a little further, see what else we could pick off in this juicy
I have
steak.
sat with case managers as they've cried to tell me the horror of what has happened to children as they make the journey to this country. I saw apartment buildings where 20, 30, and 40 unaccompanied minors have been released. I saw sponsors trying to simultaneously sponsor children from multiple ORR sites at one time. I saw sponsors using multiple addresses to obtain sponsorships of children. And I saw numerous cases of children in debt bondage, and the child knew they had to stay with the sponsor until the debt was paid.
What is this ORR that she talking about? I gotta look that up right quick. What is ORR? What is this ORR? What is ORR sponsorship? I gotta look that up.
According to the Administration for Children and Families, HHS.gov, OR's policies require the release of unaccompanied children to parents, guardians, relatives, or
Okay.
individuals designed by the
What is
choice of
mean?
sponsors.
What does ORR mean? I'm about to look this up.
Here's the definition of OR. Use to link alternatives.
I hate when Google does that to me, man. Because I really want to see what this means. Office of Refugee Resettlement. So that's what that means. Okay. No, I'm good.
Realizing that we were not offering the children the American dream, but instead putting them in modern-day slavery with wicked overlords was a terrible revelation. A terrible revelation. These children are a captive victim population with no access to law enforcement or knowledge of their rights. They are extorted, abused, neglected, and that is why I blew the whistle in 2021. I witnessed firsthand the horrors of child trafficking and exploitation. My life will never be the same after what I saw, but I have hope because I'm counting on you.
I gotta stop it right there. She's saying this to a judiciary committee, which is run by the same country she's accusing of being the middleman for said child trafficking operation. What hope could she really possibly have that this is going to stop? If you were one of the directing people who worked for the agency that's supposed to help resettle these children and didn't even know that these children were being sent to trafficking organizations, they were trafficking sponsors, they were being sex trafficked and slave labor all at the same time. Does that make sense?
To her, I think to her it does because she's basically trying to, you know how you try to not put your well, it ain't got nothing to do with me, you know, on that level. Like yeah, I am this and I'm that, but that ain't. I've been trying to do this. I've been trying, it seems like she's, putting it all out there with it. So, you know, it's it's a politician move. You know what I'm saying, P? I don't read too much into it. Like, she would have something to do with sex trafficking. I think she's just trying to cover her ass a little bit.
Right. Oh, it's been brought to my attention that a lot of these sponsors that she talking about too, they weren't
Hmm.
vetted. Like nobody ran background checks on none of these people. They just, oh well, I'm here to sponsor. I'll take on 30 of the kids. I'll take
Mm,
on 40 of the kids.
mm,
They didn't check no address. They didn't check none of
that's
the
crazy.
information. It just was, oh, you're here to sponsor them? Okay, well, what we can do is we can release about 30 or 40 to you, and you can bring them to wherever it is you need to bring them to get them cleaned up. And da. They didn't check none of that. And that's why she's saying what she's saying. Like
Right,
nobody was doing
right.
background checks, none of that. And when she did find out and started going check on the places that these kids were being actually brought to, what she found was what made her start blowing the whistle. But again, if you blowing the whistle after all that time, when you found out that the U.S. was the middleman or potentially the middleman, because remember, if they all come in here and they all disappearing from here, somebody within the U.S. in the higher ups know about what's going on. So it shouldn't have been that hard to figure out that somebody. I mean, come on. Okay, so before the migrant children came up missing, when the black kids was popping up missing, when the black women was coming up missing, when the black men was being found lynch hung body parts and all that popping up missing all over the place.
Hmm.
Nobody raised that didn't ring a bell to y'all that when y'all start letting these immigrants come into the country or the migrants, come into the country, that was
Hmm.
gonna spark a big, humongous problem with people coming up missing. Like it didn't ring a
Yeah,
bell until it
it
wasn't a
should,
black
right?
person.
It should, right? You don't
So
come an
man,
epidemic
look,
until it happen to them.
right. But I mean, so even when it was
Or
happening
something
to
that's
them, them
dealing with their
motherfuckers
money.
didn't sound like they gave a fuck even when it was happening to them.
I mean, how many politicians kids get kidnapped is what I mean.
No,
And
I've never heard
sex
of a
traffic and
politician
shit.
kid getting kidnapped. They get personal
Hey,
security.
I'm just throwing it out there. So, and when I say that's what I mean when I say that, when it happened to them, then,
Then I guess somebody
it's
will say
different. You know
something.
what I
But
mean? It's
yeah.
different. It's
Oh, it
different.
it definitely hit different when it's a politician's kid. They leave no stone unturned, no dollar amount not spent to find they fucking kid. But you ain't gonna spend that kind of energy on the migrant children or the children of color. So, that's just me. But I think right now would be the good time for me to go ahead and turn it over and wrap my little section up, bro, because I don't want to hold up the show too much more longer because it's getting kind of deep. The rabbit hole is deeper.
Oh, that's for sure. That's what the sound. I'm gonna go off on my little segment then. Let me go off right quick, people. I just wanna give a thanks to my brothers right quick for, doing a good job on really rehashing on this right now.
Mhm. Well, look, I'm not gonna leave you out of this just yet, brother, because I know you got some good shit lined up too. So I definitely would like to give you a early thanks in advance.
No, but I just had a couple of more things I wanted to, just jump on right quick. Operation Underground Railroad. Have you heard of it?
No.
Operation Underground Railroad. Operation Underground Railroad is a nonprofit organization and is based here in the US and it's strictly for anti-sex trafficking.
Okay.
So these dudes been putting in work, P. This one dude in particular, you know what I'm saying, I wanna introduce you to. His name is Tim Ballard. Tim Ballard been kicking ass, P.
I think
Tim
I heard of
Ballard done arrested over 5,000. Were
him.
arrested over 5,000 and rescued over 6,000.
All right,
So,
that's what's up. Yeah, that
man,
sounds like a person
just
kicking ass, boy.
he have he have he got a show out. Hold on. Yeah, it's called Sounds of Freedom. Sounds of Freedom. Tim Ballard, bro. Tim Ballard. I mean, man, he come through, bro. So before I get into that, though, I just want to piggyback off something you was talking about. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The U.S. playing the middleman. You know, since you went there with that, I wanted to talk about some stuff that I seen with that, and I want your opinion on that when uh when I play it. So uh, let me just reset the mood right quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's reset the mood right quick. Play this little piece. And we gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying?
I told you about fucking correcting me in front of all kinds of niggas we don't even know, man.
To issue a stark warning to lawmakers today that the U.S. has become, quote, the middleman in a multi-billion-dollar migrant child trafficking operation at the border. Joining me now is Republican lawmakers today that the U.S. has become, quote, the middleman in a multi-billion-dollar migrant child trafficking operation at the border. Joining me now is Republican Texas Congressman Pat Fallon.
My dog Chop in the building. If you're in the building, player. I know he like numbers, P. Check this out.
The United States government would somehow play the middleman in this. Is that true?
David, thank you for having me on. Absolutely. Joe Biden and his administration have really not only enabled but facilitated the largest sex trafficking and human smuggling operation in human history. And it's been going on now, David, for almost 2.5 years. We've had 7 million people cross the border illegally in the last 2.5 years. We've lost contact. The HHS has lost contact with 85,000 unaccompanied minors. And what most Americans don't realize is the drug cartels charge up to $4,000 per person for people that cross the border. And if you don't have that money, they'll either make you be a mule, they'll harm you, or you can, quote unquote, work it off. And that's why sexual trafficking is alive and well in the United States.
There certainly is no question that the number of unaccompanied children crossing the border has dramatically increased. It was 33,000 in 2020, which is a huge number. Then in 2022, 2 years later, it went up to 152,000. And look at this, just so far this year, and we've only gone through a third of the year, 70,000. That could lead to 210,000 or even higher for the full year. So the numbers have dramatically increased. But again, I just want to be clear. It's not necessarily the government is helping, specifically, consciously helping traffickers of children in this awful crime. It's just that could be the consequence of their actions, right?
David, there's no...
Quite honestly, dude looked like he didn't want
the
to see
consequences of their actions.
Nah,
hold on, before you say something. Hold on. Give me a minute to breathe. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. Because you can't pass up the numbers, P, before you talk about what them two dudes talking about. I'm not really concerned about what they're talking about, to be honest with you. Because remember, these things is coming from these newscasters. This is what we do over here. We chew their ass to bits. Fox and CNN. I don't pick sides with that shit. So I'm not really too much concerned about their opinions about it. I'm talking about that meat and gravy. The numbers. Did you see the numbers? Now, those numbers are staggering, brother. And that's what y'all was talking about earlier.
Right.
The percentages. And those were the numbers that y'all was looking for. Them was the exact numbers of how much of an increase of the people that have been coming over here. And that's been running with this shit. And he act like it's not a problem when you look sideways at things. You can't help but to have certain feelings about what's going on with your administration, because it's not just you as a president, and it's not just the United States, but in this right here, closest as close as home as it is, it should be a hot topic in the political decisions that's being made about stuff right now. They should be talking about this more than other things. Yeah, man. Yeah, because they barely want to talk about, the fentanyl situation, and them dealing with certain businesses, like all this foreign money, Pete.
Right.
They making so much money. It's like, we're funding a lot of things. Like they saying,
Uh,
playing middleman. We making money off of other spots, especially doing business with Europe. Like that's why they saying like kind of that middleman thing, moving them out through the front door and leaving out the back. You know what I'm saying? All
well,
these things is connected. Like this is what that is.
well,
Go
looking
ahead.
at the number, that's what they were saying. Like, I just went with the base bottom line number that they gave. $4,000 per person times 85,000 people or 85,000 children. That's $340 million. That's just for that one set of people. Not to mention the 171,000. I think that was one of the first numbers in the first 2 years of Biden being in office, and being that this is the downward to the third quarter in his first 4 years. Looking at the numbers so like they say, we right on par with meeting the numbers that they had just this year alone than in his first 2 years. They say 7 million people came over here. Out of that 7 million, 171,000 and some numbers came up missing in, I think they said, the first year or the first 2 years. That's a
Mhm.
staggering number, bro.
Yes,
That's
sir.
staggering. Out of seven, even though that's 7 million people, that's a staggering number for 171 something thousand people to come up missing and nobody knows nothing. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, bro. So
Somebody
I
look,
mean,
you know.
I wanted to play that one first. I was gonna, play that later on, but I played it first because we kind of already touched on it. So it was a perfect segue, and
Right.
I want to bring it back. I just want to, really back in for people who really don't know what it actually is. And what we're talking about is, the human trafficking, sex trafficking, and child trafficking. Like, cause they all use all three of these words. So I'm gonna break it down right quick and just show the people exactly what we're talking about. So there won't be no confusion of what's misunderstood about what we talking about as far as trafficking goes, because it's all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we were the trafficked, right? Before the came from slavery and all that, right? So that's basically what they're calling it. It's just a nicer word, or it sounds normal if you say traffic, right? Because you're
Right.
always in traffic, like a car. You're always in traffic. So you just say trafficking. It's like, oh, okay. All they do put the ing on you being in traffic, but they don't go like that. But it's nicer to people. It soothes the brain, so it dumbs it down so you could, accept it. But let's go into what is sex trafficking. Here we go.
By the way, many of us have heard that term, sex trafficking, but what does that actually mean? Well, tonight we're going to break down what it means to help you understand and why you should actually care.
Americans care a lot about money. We talk about jobs and taxes and paychecks, but here's what we don't talk about. Right here in the United States, there is a thriving underground economy based on selling children for sex. If sex sells, then business is good. Look at all the money. It was almost $1 billion in this study. But these dirty profits come at a huge cost. This is how sex traffickers do business. It's about supply and demand. First, they need someone to sell.
Notice the bubble
Traffickers
from Florida
target
and Ohio.
children in their own homes. They find them by combing through social media profiles looking to spark a conversation. The trafficker targets preteens and
Combing through the
teens.
profiles,
They find
y'all.
men, something to bond over and earn their trust.
And that's one of the things we just keep saying.
Come on, look.
They might buy them drugs or alcohol, or provide protection from an already dangerous situation at home. Traffickers gain psychological control and use violent threats to force victims to stay. Once the child is isolated from family and friends, the trafficker puts them up for sale. This is where the demand comes in. Traffickers use internet sites to connect with buyers or Johns, but calling them Johns is too polite. They are abusers. They are purchasing kids for sex. So who are these buyers? Court records show they've been teachers, pastors, cops, and judges. They could be the guy next door. The trafficker gets the money. The buyer gets sex. The child victim gets exploited and sold. So how is this different from prostitution, pornography, or other sexual acts? These victims are minors. Legally, they cannot consent. This isn't the movies. It's not like Pretty Woman or Taken. Richard Gere is not the buyer. Liam Neeson isn't there to save the day. This is sexual exploitation. This is trafficking. This is modern-day slavery. It's selling girls.
You know, we spent months looking at
I wish you would have had the rest of that, but I know where it was going. We
Hey,
spent months looking into it.
I just wanted to give people, you know what I'm saying,
Idea,
people,
yeah, bro.
a perspective in the head where I could break it up, where somebody could break it all the way down for them right quick. You know what I'm saying, and then we'll be able to talk about it with them. You feel me?
Right. Cause
Hey, man, that's it. Do y'all? But did you understand the concept of what you saw, though? Right, P? Did you understand the
yeah,
concept? Do you want to talk a little bit about the concept of what's going on, of what you saw?
I think in the beginning when they were talking about how they say that they basically go online combing through profiles and stuff like that. That is precisely the reason why parents need to open their eyes and realize the internet is not the type of place to let your kids have access to uh, without you having some type of oversight into what they're looking at, who's talking to them, who they're talking to. Like it's too much that could happen that our children don't pay attention to. Or do you think you talking to somebody that's on the game and they trying to be cool with you or whatever? Just like how when we started using Xbox Live with each other and the little kids would get in there and be talking all crazy stuff, man. Look, y'all about to get put up out this, man. First of all, this all adults in this group. Get off of here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody invite you to join this group. Y'all just on here because of the game we playing, but you're not even playing the game. So we about to block y'all away from this all the way around. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I looked at when it came down to it. Now the other thing is about, like they say, the supply and demand. Well, the number one place you could get a big supply of kids is an amusement park, school, playground, the beach, grocery store. So why people not really sitting down thinking about these are all places where I know mentally in my mind I need to keep a very close eye on my child. You see what I'm saying? Because the first thing happened, my child take off running. I need to be able to grab him or something. Like I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, I don't like being in large places because I have too many children to watch over. If something happens, I need to be able, like a shooting star. I need to be able to grab all of my children and get to cover as fast as possible. But all of my children gonna scatter like buckshot. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna spray it out. But I get what they're saying, and it's just like it's a very hard thing to catch up to all of that stuff when you got this many people to watch over. 85,000 people, and they coming after the young and impressionable, the ones that don't really know no better, that can't really defend for themselves and stuff like that. Like it's hard, bro.
Oh yeah, P is. It's definitely something. I just want the people to have, like I said, just a pure definition on how this works and what's really going on with it. So I mean, let's get into it now. Uh, I just had a few other things, some short things I just want to show y'all right quick. And two which recommendations. I'm gonna say, two movies people should go watch. One is called The Abolitionist.
Okay.
Y'all do y'all homework on The Abolitionist.
Oh wait, what is it showing on?
I think they could find it on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, just tell them to just look, just tell them to Google it. They could Google it, Just y'all could Google it. You know what I'm saying? I say just tell them.
So the abolitionist is one.
But The Abolitionist, yeah, and Sound of Freedom. Now, Sound of Freedom just came out, and Sound of Freedom got a little controversy behind it. You want to hear the controversy about Sound of Freedom?
Run with it. Run with it. Let's see what you got, because this might be interesting.
Okay. Sound of Freedom. I got an actual trailer. I'm gonna play the trailer.
Okay.
And I'm gonna talk about it. That's cool.
That's cool.
All right.
That might give me some insight.
Tim Ballard is a former federal agent on a mission to end human trafficking around the world. His Operation Underground Railroad has helped to rescue 6,000 survivors and arrest more than 5,000 perpetrators. Jim Caviezel stars in Sound of Freedom, the new movie about Tim Ballard's real life. Ephraim Graham sat down with Ballard for a closer look at the true story behind the movie.
We intentionally go to the darkest corners of the earth where there is no hope and find these kids.
Cameras capture some of Tim Ballard's real-life missions to rescue children from sex trafficking. And now there's an even bigger light shining in the darkness.
It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen. It has already passed the illegal arms trade, and soon it's going to pass the drug trade. Because you can sell a bag of cocaine one time to a child 5 to 10 times a day. God's children are not for sale.
The Sound of Freedom, starring Jim Caviezel.
Timoteo, tú rescatas niños, ¿verdad? Puedes ayudarme a encontrar.
That is a good trailer. And come to think about it, the dude that plays your boy, he played in another movie where he was rescuing children.
Yeah, so they got some familiar actors in there, and well, what happened was basically they tried to stop it. Actually, Disney had their hands on it first. They was supposed to drop it. Something happened, and something happened, and something happened, and then it just so happened that the movie was having problems getting released, right? Yeah,
Disney
and
trying to blackball a
these
damn
people,
man on a movie.
look, no, I mean they was able to actually do certain things. So what happened was they actually had to get the funding to actually, make it happen. So they went and did this support thing, and man, they got major support, and the movie did well. The movie actually did well. The movie made it to the theaters, and it's doing good right now, P.
Well, I think that's a beautiful thing.
I think they made over 100 million. I think they said. So people go and see it. So it must be good, y'all. I mean, if you're into this kind of stuff, I know some people, is a little different, you know what I'm saying? Some, can't take it because of, how horrific to even talk about this is, to some people. I get it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But, over here at Blunt Talk, we have to talk about these situations, man, because it's actually happening, and for them not to talk about it as much, it bothers us, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad my brother Chop decided to talk about this week, because a lot of stuff was, happening at the time that he brought it up. So man, it's definitely going down, bro. Because even finding out, we've been on Epstein neck for a minute. Even
Right.
JP Morgan is connected to this P. So I got a little
Mm.
something in with JP. I'm gonna end it off with the JP. But before I hit the JP, I'm gonna show you old Tim Ballard in action since I introduce you to him, let you saw who he is. So let me show you some footage of old Tim and them at work. Check him out. This is from this is the actual footage and bits and pieces from Operation Underground Railroad.
An operation works first and foremost by finding the bad guys and finding, more importantly, finding the kids that the bad guys are enslaving.
Jump around so it doesn't see what's going to.
¿Cómo están?
We have to pretend to be sex tourists, talking to taxi drivers, sitting on the beach and waiting for a vendor to come up and start offering us everything from drugs to adult women, and eventually it comes up. Well, how about children? At that point, we tell them that we want to have a party. We want to have a sex party, and we want children to be the objects of lust for this party.
Mañana yo te voy a explicar, entre más fresquitas mejor. Es de esos americanos viejos, son locos, les gusta hacer cosas con niñas, entonces...
Soy Tim, ¿hablas inglés?
Está bien, tú le das a ella la plata, yo no le pago a ella. Tú eres mi amigo. Exactamente, usted me da a mí, yo le pago a ella.
We rent a house that's conducive to this kind of a party, and the traffickers deliver.
Leaving me on a cliffhanger like that, bro.
Hey man, bro, that's old Tim dog. You see how he say he go get him? My PP say
Right.
he go chill out at the beach. He say them motherfuckers come to him, and I just wait. That's how rampant and easy it is, P. That's how you see what I'm saying? They come at you like the weed man.
Right. I got what you need, big homie. What you looking for? I got
Damn.
women. I got drugs. I got alcohol. I
And
even got
children?
little kids. I even got little
Oh man. So not to leave you or the people on the cliffhanger. I mean, you pretty much know that was basically you was watching a sting basically. So
right.
Yeah, they had a whole little setup. They had the children. Yeah, bro. They busted a bunch of them that day. So yeah, man, it's crazy. But back to JP Morgan and them. Come to find out, they Epstein and playing around with Epstein, finding out that this might even be a situation connected with what we was talking about previously. These corporations and these bankings and stuff like that. So we have a name that's involved now. Not saying that we didn't have names then, but this is another one y'all added to the list, I'm gonna say. So JP, we on your
Sex
neck.
trafficking saga continues with JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon set to be questioned for the bank's alleged role and also a Miley Cyrus connection? Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. New York federal judge Jed Rakoff ruled that J.P. Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon is to be questioned under oath for his bank's alleged involvement with Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking empire. A lot to get into there, but we want to give you a little bit of background first. So first, the financial mogul Jeffrey Epstein, he was arrested in July 2019 on federal sex trafficking charges. And awaiting his trial, as we all know, Epstein was pronounced dead in his prison cell, which was ruled a suicide by hanging. As for Jeffrey Epstein's former partner, Ghislaine Maxwell, well, she was found guilty and sentenced to 20 years in prison for conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to sexually abuse minors. Now, there's been a lot of speculation that famous and powerful figures have been linked to Jeffrey Epstein and that have visited his island in the U.S. Virgin Islands, where Epstein would bring underage girls. A few of these people are the Duke of York, Prince Andrew, former L Brand CEO Les Wexner, attorney Alan Dershowitz, all accused, never charged. Now, J.P. Morgan is facing lawsuits from the U.S. Virgin Islands and an Epstein accuser, alleging that the bank facilitated Epstein's sex trafficking scheme by being his bank of choice from 1998 to 2013. In a hearing last month, a U.S. Virgin Islands lawyer told a federal judge that they have emails suggesting that a transfer of money from Epstein was going to hold, quote-unquote, pending Dimon review, meaning Jamie Dimon's review. Now, the key part of that email was it was sent back in August 2008. That is very significant because in June 2008, Jeffrey Epstein pleaded guilty in Florida for soliciting prostitution of a minor. Epstein became a convicted sex offender because of this, and J.P. Morgan continued to be his bank for 5 years. So the Virgin Islands believe that Jamie Dimon and J.P. Morgan knew what Epstein was doing and they profited off of this. But that is not all, because we have learned a lot more wild revelations in a court filing, including a Miley Cyrus connection. Well, to help me break this down, you know who I'm bringing in, the expert on this case. I'm joined right now by Law and Crime's.
Yeah, that's enough of that shit. Another cliffhanger, Pete. Now, the Miley Cyrus thing. I know you're probably wondering about the Miley Cyrus thing.
I really was.
Yeah, it's not too much, but it's basically saying it's basically convicting them even more.
Oh,
What
it's
it
enough.
was basically they was having a conversation and joking about Epstein. And it was saying that, yeah, you'll wind up seeing him at a Miley Cyrus concert.
Mm. Oh, all
So
right.
basically
He
admittance of knowing that he likes them young.
right.
So you still did business. So that could tie you into knowing what he was into,
Right.
right? Knowing he put
Even
his
after he
money in your goddamn bank.
right, because
And
at that point you
he
should have
was
been like, nah, dog, this bank don't affiliate with that
yeah.
type of stuff.
And not only did he take his money in, he put them in like this personal account where it was called the diamond account or some shit like that, named after the head of the bank who's getting who's in fucking trouble right now, who's getting investigated. Shit.
Right.
OGP. Yeah.
So that kind of goes back to our original theory when it came down to
So
stuff like this is follow the goddamn
amen.
money.
Amen.
One of our
Amen.
original
And
theories
and
when
where
it
we
came
wind
down
up
to this
at? And where we wind up at the
at
bank.
the fucking bank. We
We
wound
gonna
up
wind
at
up
the
at
bank.
the bank.
Goddamn. We said follow the money and we followed it right back to the damn
This
bank. So the
shit
criminal is
crazy, man.
so
This shit
now
crazy, man.
not only do we have a head
This
banking
shit
figure,
crazy.
right? A head banking figure who knew about the stuff that he was doing, but who also potentially participated in the things that this man was doing. Well, I ain't gonna even say potentially. I'm not gonna even say that. You were participating. Because at the same time that this man,
Look,
you knew
hold
he
on.
pled guilty.
Look, let me add King. That's what we. That's the point, King. Look, you're right. What about the people? That's the. It was an issue. It was an issue. We had yes, you got shit in place for it, right? But who was talking about it? And who was talking about the high rates of it happening because of all the people that was coming here illegally and all the children and stuff that started
Popping up,
being
missing.
missing more.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. See this a high rate of it started happening, bro.
And see,
It's
I
not
don't
that it
think
never it's not that it never happened before, but it's not about, what president, it don't matter. It was happening when it was Obama was in office, though.
it actually blew
You
it
see what I'm
actually
saying? It
started
been it
gaining
been
speed.
happening, bro.
Right.
It's
It
just that
started gaining more
he's
speed when
look, it's just
Obama
that
got in
he
office.
look, hold, let me talk to him, P. Relax. I got it. Let me talk to him. Let me
Oh, I'm sorry.
because he asking me like about a certain thing, so I wanted to be clear about what we talking about. Is not the president, bro. It's just that he's the one there now, so he the one not saying nothing, and he's the one doing what he's doing as a president at this time because sex trafficking is happening and it's going at a higher rate. It's not that it never happened before him. It been happening. It's been going on. It's trafficking. Remember, like I was saying earlier, we supposed to be slaves, right? So trafficking been going on. It's not. This is one of the oldest arts of. So he's not getting the blame from me about nothing. It's not about blaming Biden. It's about watching what you looking. Let me say it's about looking at what's going on and understanding what side people standing on when it comes to it's cool for my son to go to rehab for his crack problem, but it's okay for me to lock up young black men with a crime
For
bill,
selling.
right?
For selling it.
Understand what's going on. So I mean, I could get on these days if you want me to. I get on eat every last one of them if you want me to. But it's just that certain stuff when he don't pay attention to it, I just spoke on that, like how is bothering me how he so nonchalant about sex trafficking, knowing that it's at a higher rate and it's getting even higher. So that's all that was. That's all that was about that. P, you want to say anything else about JP Morgan
Um,
and his affiliation? Well, not JP Morgan itself, but the dude, what his name, Diamond, old Diamond Grandpa, with this JP Morgan banking situation.
um, I do want to kind of highlight the fact that think about the timeline in which they're talking about all of these things happen, right? Barack Obama was on the road to becoming president because he didn't win
Mhm.
the actual election until 2008, right? So by the time Barack Obama became president, we were already seeing an alarming rate of people being kidnapped. And that was what? Under a Republican president. But we were too busy being focused on the war in Afghanistan, which at that time, children were not popping up missing like they're popping up missing. You had a missing child here and there.
They had they did. It was that's why I
The
say the
the app,
Ohio and Florida hub. If y'all watched the map earlier, if you paid attention to the map I showed, if you looking at your, if you're looking at your video to people listening, if you're
right.
looking at your, if you looked at the video and they showed the map, they showed two big ass circles that touched each other from Florida all the way up to Chicago, Ohio area, all up there, damn it, all the way up to Michigan. The circles as big as fuck. These are the hubs in these areas of the activity that's going on with this. If
And I
if you
believe that
can't
that's
look,
because those are the places.
these cartels, they use the borders as cash lines, or what we used to call it, like you had to get across the maybe you have to pay like like toll booths.
Yeah,
If you want to get across, you gotta pay a certain fee to the cartel. The cartels run those spots and stuff, unless you got a, I don't know, unless you got a fire little dip off spot, but they run that shit. They either fighting with the border patrol or it's the cartel. So it's
right.
either
And a
one.
lot of people say, "I'll pay
And
that
they
little four
charge them
thousand
people.
dollars."
They charge the shit out them people. That's what I'm saying. And if you ain't got that, but if you ain't got that, it gets even sicker though, Pete. That's what I'm saying. It's not like
Right.
it's just, they just leave
Oh,
you
pay the
alone.
pay the little four
It's
thousand and move
no, no, no,
on.
no, no.
No.
It's just not they leave you alone. They take the kids or something. They'll get them to work. They'll do all other type of shit. Like everything just ain't honky dory. Like it just, like you could just do this and you could just do that. Especially when you trying to run from something and run right into the same shit
Right.
and then wind up, so it's a major problem, you know, and this is the topic for this week. So, it is, what it is, you know what I'm saying? And, this sex trafficking thing, I think we should pay more attention to it because our people are definitely involved with both sides.
Right.
I mean, we could talk about gangs and everything, how they snatch up people for cartels and stuff like that.
Cause they do. It ain't it.
So,
And that's the one thing
we talked
I
about
seem to
that
notice
before
that.
too. We went deep into that too, but I mean,
But that's another
I
thing
don't.
that I've been noticing. I don't hear them talking about the local gangs that's involved in this that could potentially break the case wide open. Why we not looking into the local gang market and see what they know about what's going on? We always thinking, oh, we gotta trust the FBI, the
Man, they don't know.
NHA, and all these other governmental agencies when we need to
Man,
be
dudes ain't
looking
trying
for
to hear
the
that,
kids
P.
first. No, I'm just saying if we
They ain't
if
trying to
we
hear that, bro. They don't think that type of stuff happening, bro. So yeah, they don't think that happening, bro. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Might as well end this one off. I was trying to wait for Chop
brother
Track
Chop
to
to come
come
back
back,
in,
but it
yeah.
look like he done,
Forgot
he
all
done
about us, huh, bro?
flipped off. So you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, for while we checking and seeing what's going on, uh I will say that this has been a very good topic that we talked about tonight. I do want to thank all our listeners, King 365, Miss Carter Dotson, DD504, Richie Rich, all of our viewers that come in on a weekly. I'm glad y'all came out. Thank y'all for y'all love and support. Um, yeah, keep trying to hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Let your friends know, let your family know, tell them about us. Spread the word, keep the good news going for us. Let us see some new faces in here next week. So, yeah, man. Thank y'all.
Yeah, definitely, man. We appreciate y'all coming through. You know what I'm saying? I had a great one. You know what I'm saying? Had a nice one. Definitely a deep, you know, subject and topic. You know what I'm saying? Definitely had to, really take my time with some of it because, it's a touchy subject for me with that situation. Especially the type of stuff some of these kids go through, bro. Like I heard some crazy stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I watched a couple of documentaries and shit, and it just some crazy shit, bro. One story I heard, the man was saying basically like how he started helping out this orphanage that was out there in I think it was Guatemala. I think it was. Uh, he said he was helping, helping the kids out, at this orphanage, and one of the one of the young girls was he was talking to her and stuff, and he was basically saying, just like just kind of having little small conversations with her, like, hey, hi, what's your name and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, why you live in the off? She was, she was like, cause I stay down there. She said, I stay down the street. He was like, well, why you in the orphanage? And she was telling him that her fucking mama, bro, would let men do what the fuck they see on the TV
To her.
to her.
Wow.
She putting in porno and stuff. Her mama strung out on drugs and she hooking and shit. But she stayed right down the street.
So the little
The
girl.
man said he couldn't fucking believe it, man. He like, what? This like I think she was 5 at the time.
Damn.
When this happened. Like 5 or 6 years old, bro. The girl said that shit like it was normal, P. She said it like it was normal, dog.
And it's anything but normal, but being that shit happens so much where they from,
Bruh.
in they eyes, that's
It
like
don't just
normal.
happen where they from. It
Right, it's
happens
everywhere.
everywhere, bro.
But I'm saying like I'm looking at it from where they are now at that point. Like where I'm from, I thought this was normal because this is what my mama down there doing, and you see what I'm saying? Like in her mind, she think that this is something that might be normal, but she knows something is wrong with it. You see what I'm saying? So my thing was like, who got her in the orphanage? Did she go to the orphanage herself, or
It's
did
down the
somebody?
street.
Right. No, I get it that it's down the street. But like you say, the man asking her, well, why are you here if you live down the street? So who took her from that bad situation is what I'm asking. Did she remove
It's
herself from the
down the
bad?
street. The lady on drugs. She prostituting. You think
No,
she
listen.
watching her?
No, listen, son. Listen.
All right.
Who took the little girl from the bad situation? Did the little girl move herself out of the situation? Or did the people from the orphanage see what was going on with her
Man, why you
mama
saying it so
and
slow
take
and
her here?
hard, bruh? Listen, bruh. She could just
Oh
walk
my God.
outside. It's okay. Look, you're not listening to me. She could just walk outside. Nobody watching her.
So she wasn't living at the orphanage, is what I'm asking. She just would
Yes.
go there when. That's what I was trying to get at. Was she living there, or was she
The people
just
were
go
just
there?
taking care of her. It's a, what I'm saying? It's like it's just a small little knit place, like, and they don't have paperwork and all that, like for it like that. It's just they just taking
Right,
care of the kids, bro, because the shit is happening in that area. P. It's a bad area. It's like a crack area, dog.
right,
All kind of
okay,
shit going on, bro. It's a drug infested area. They doing prostitution, sex trafficking, and drugs in the area.
all
So
three.
it's just going down, P. And she's one of the girls that's getting caught up in the sex trafficking part of it. The same stuff that was happening in these ghettos and these projects, though, when the drug and stuff.
Right,
They got plenty of stories of our sisters that been through this, though.
true. That is
That's what I'm
definitely true.
trying to tell you, bro. It's not like, this is a,
Oh,
because it's
just
in
a
Guatemala.
American
No,
thing.
like
Yeah,
like
it's
like
a worldwide
365
thing.
was saying earlier. It's a world thing, bro. Because I definitely get what the brother was trying to tell me. You see what I'm saying? I just hate for people to look like I'm targeting Biden. It don't, I don't target nobody. I just talk about at the time. But it's just like that's exactly what it is though. He's right. It's a world thing.
Right,
This shit is going down, bro. It's remember we just talked about the line of it. in through the back door, out through the front. However you want it. They come in each way. What you were saying, through the garage and shit. That's what I'm saying. Come
Right
on,
through the
man.
garage, through the
All
attic.
in, they doing this in India. They doing this in Korea. They doing, you see what I'm saying? They moving these kids, yo. It's
Right, it's
product.
everywhere.
It's
They
product, B.
pushing bodies like like that song you used to
Come
say. I
on,
push
man.
rhymes
The
like
man
weight.
just
That's how
told
they
you.
pushing
If
these
man,
bodies.
if a man make one good drug sale, these people is moving five. They move it, that in child trafficking and human trafficking, they moving five.
Right.
Yeah, that's the ratio of
Crazy.
this. It's about to pass up drugs, bruh. In sales, I'm saying.
Yeah, from the
You see what I'm
numbers.
saying?
From
Yes,
the numbers,
it's
definitely
damn near,
from the
it's
numbers.
damn near beating drugs, bruh.
Quite honestly, it is.
I'm just going by what they saying for right now. I don't, it is, but I can't, I can't go that far with it as like as just to say if it is, but because drugs is, it all depends on who we talking about, because drugs is a high rate of dealing as far as business, but it's a problem, bro. It is. It really is a problem. So
It, yeah, it's definitely a big old problem. But I'm glad that they got soldiers on the ground at least putting and cause quite honestly, like that last video you showed me with your boy that was out there and on the beach and stuff, he putting his life on the line to go do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people catch wind of that shit or recognize him, they can have that man
mhm.
killed. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta give him his props for standing up for what he believe in and going out there and actually putting forth the best effort he can to catch them. You saved 6,000 children and arrested 5,000 perpetrators. That's good numbers in my book. Out of the hundreds of
Yeah,
millions
man.
of motherfuckers that could be out there with that fuck shit doing that to these children, at least he put a dent in there somewhere. It might not be a big dent. It could be a little scratch, you know. But what happens after a while? That scratch start rusting and the body start falling apart. You see what I'm saying? So it's got to start from somewhere, man. And I'm glad that they got soldiers out there on the ground, you know, marching forward. Like, yo, I
Mhm.
don't care how we do this. We gonna pull resources, but we gotta stop this shit. This shit is crazy. They talking to now kids. It could be one of yours. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that they got people out there like that, bro. And quite honestly, I hope to see that our brothers and sisters take more of a definitive approach to it too. I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
saying go through the extremes that Obama and them going through because they got the funding and the resources to do that because of the type of jobs that they have. But we also have the one tool
This
under
dude was
our
an
belt,
ex. He was an ex.
FBI agent.
Man, this man was an ex. Damn near top flight. And man, this man was all. Man, this man left all that because they wouldn't allow him to, to go into the shit how he wanted to. Basically, it wasn't what he thought it was, and he had to leave all that behind, man, to pursue him going actually saving them kids, right?
Right. And but see, the other thing I was about to say was we might not have the funding or the training, of law enforcement under our belt. But the one thing that we as people of color and a country of people who believe in using modern technology, we have just that modern technology on our side. Ain't no way all these children keep coming up missing. And I just reshared a post of a child that came up missing. I don't know when it happened because I ain't been online in a minute. But a little child
Mm-hmm.
came up missing. I think maybe yesterday or today or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing I did was try to reshare it because that's the only way we gonna get the information out amongst each other. Like the last time I did that, bro, I shared it. I sent it to my wife. She shared it. I sent it to a couple of other people I know. They shared it. And by the end of the week, the child was found. She had them went back home because enough people in that Instagram world probably shared that shit out And being that, our city is a big city, but it's a small city, we all connected to somebody in some type of way. So that's the one tool I say that we have at our disposal is the internet. If they're using the internet to traffic, track, and take our children, we should be able to do the same thing with getting our goddamn children back. Start using the internet. Spread them pictures out. If you got video of the child going a certain direction, or somebody say, well, I saw your child at this store, go that way. Go see what you can find out. Look for cameras. I mean, don't wait for the police. You know what I'm saying? Because waiting on them, they already undermanned and overpowered on the street. You got to take matters into your own hands at some point. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like we as a community of people, not just black, not just white, not just Latino, or community, Korean or whatever, we all got to start standing together if you believe in what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? If we saying to you right here, right now, we do not agree with child trafficking, human sex trafficking, drug trafficking and all that, and you know that this is something you don't agree with, then take a stance and start doing something about it by at least spreading the word about what you see. You see what I'm saying? And that'll help out the problem more. That'll help. That little bit of help will go along with it. That's all I got to say. I'm rambling, but that's real talk.
Oh man, definitely. I was trying to see if Chop Track, you coming up to say goodbye to the people, bro? Let me know, man.
He sent that in.
No, I sent that just to him.
All right.
You're not listening, bro. You tired. You gonna be all right. You ready to go to sleep?
In a sense, yeah.
Let me know, player. Let me get you. You know, in a sense, I'm on your neck, man.
I did.
You go to rambling and fussing, nigga. Nobody want to hear all that.
Yeah, I get it. I do get it. Wild shit. Bro, I was trying to take a nap. You know, I work in that warehouse.
Oh man, go ahead. There you go, bro. We'll talk about that offline, man.
I got woke up by a cramp.
Oh man! But damn near broke your hip trying to get out the fucking bed.
Hell yeah, boy! That bad boy woke me up. I had fever and everything. All right, people. This is a fire episode of Blood Talk Nola. He is the main host of the evening. 17. I was waiting.
And he doing everybody. Yeah, you feeling good tonight, huh? Boy, what you over there drinking, boy? Moet?
Boy, I'm trying to go to sleep.
Man. You doing people?
I'm gonna do it.
Man, you doing my part too. What you doing my part for? I'm here. What the hell is wrong?
No, I said he is the main host of the evening. I was waiting on you to say your name, and then I was gonna say my name.
Man, you ain't wait. You said my name, man. You going to sleep over there. All right, we're gonna rewind this back, and then I'm gonna send it to you. Okay. All right.
Send me the clip.
All right. Stop being goofy. Looks like it's in another country. What he said? Looks like it's in another country.
I think he's talking about that video.
Damn, is that for y'all behind? Man.
Yeah, bro. That thing way behind.
Yeah, you way behind, man. But we gonna end this one now. We're gonna do Mel Gibson the same thing. Let's see. He I guess he typing it in.
Yeah.
Look like it's in another country. They're going to do Mel Gibson the same thing.
Yeah, because remember Mel Gibson
was
coming out about that movie that when
it's supposed to be a full part documentary, and it was gonna touch on how they involved.
How Hollywood is involved. So he's saying that they're gonna be trying to block the Mel Gibson. Okay. That's gonna be an interesting thing. Fuck, he might have to take to YouTube with this shit then. Yeah, if he don't violate community guidelines.
Yeah, waiting on your response, chap. Let me know before I shut it down, player.
I think he sent it in the private chat.
Hey,
He sent a text at 10:02 saying he gets within 20 minutes and join on the phone. They're gonna be in the chat till he make it to the house. Should be home by now.
yeah, that was a while back, bro.
Right, that was a whole hour and something ago.
Alright then, well, we can shut it on down then, P. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people that came through. You dig? Once again, much love to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all coming through on the late night tip, man. Y'all might as well hit that on the replay if you just joining, man. Hit that on the replay, man. And if you go watch this later, comment in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what your thoughts was on anything that we talked about with this sex trafficking. Did you know any of that stuff? Was any of that relevant? You know, or some of those things. Excuse me. Do you put some of those things to use in your life as far as taking control of the phones and the situations, with these electrical devices and stuff, because they say they get you through the social media and stuff too. So for all y'all got them youngins out there, y'all be careful with that, especially other news. I'm gonna go back to other news because you ain't do your part for the other news. Let's see, I forgot. Your girl sleeping in the hallway. Yeah, if you got your own house, yeah, you shouldn't have been sleeping in the hallway around. I don't think you really proved nothing, to be honest with you. If he's consistently staying with his mama, so you saying that he got put out by his mama didn't make your situation look any better. So you told us that, so you can't say nobody lying on you. Like what you said. We saw you laying out on the stairs. You was laying there. He wasn't even laying next to you. I don't know if the dude busted him when he got up or what. But y'all both curled up on the, I don't know.
Them hard ass goddamn steps.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
As bad as it looks in the U.S., it looks worse in the other countries.
That is true.
Yeah, as bad as it looks in the U.S., it looks worse in the other countries. Yeah, that's and that's for a reason too. The circumference of the U.S. and what they have done to the U.S. versus these other places that have these more rural country areas, stall more people from resources too. A lot of people are very what we would call country, but they very, very country. I used to watch that YouTube shit where motherfuckers build whole mansions and shit with sand and shit. That should be hilarious. But in a sense, these people have that type of sense for those type of areas, and they kind of live off it. Black Star Dispatch say Haiti. Haiti. As far as the sex trafficking, definitely Haiti is a hub. Haiti is definitely a hub for that, especially with a lot of them coming this way too. That's your Florida connection, Black Star. That's your Florida connection right there. That's why you have that sex trafficking hub there in Florida, like my brother's was talking about earlier with the the diaspora between Ohio and Florida as far as when it comes to sex trafficking. You know, these are some of the hot spots. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, doing business with Haiti, pirates, and all kind of shit that's selling kids. Yes, definitely. Because this is what's going on. Y'all keep it rolling, not like that. Come on.
For me,
it's all good, Black. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, catch it on the. If you ain't watched the beginning of it, man, you gotta go back, man. We dropped some jewels on you. We dropped some jewels on you, Blair. Yeah, we dropped some jewels on you, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, speaking of Haiti, you know, we talked about earlier. We talked about a little bit about Guatemala. You know what I'm saying? And some of those areas in South America, pushing through Mexico, pushing through U.S., pushing through, you know, Florida to Ohio, all the way out through New York, all the way to Europe, going through Europe to China, and coming back around. Yeah. It's like a big ass hub jump. And they have these spots, and they, you know, they try to make it from there to there, just like, you know, just like the dope, though. Just like you move anything. We could go into some history right quick, you know what I'm saying? You ever heard of the Silk Road? They had all kind of stuff. It wasn't just about silk. It was a good name to give it. You know, these
Brownsville, Texas.
These were routes for a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Brownsville, yeah. Definitely Brownsville. Have connections with Texas. Like you were talking about earlier. P-Dot with the sex trafficking in Texas. I didn't know Texas numbers was that damn big, but I should have assumed that anyway, because Texas right there anyway.
Right, and they don't want to come up with the numbers.
That is one of those spots where we have, running through, like you were saying earlier, San Antonio and you know, a bigger cities,
Dallas,
hiding
Fort
them,
Worth, Houston.
yeah, like hiding them in these areas and getting them through here, man. This shit, you know, it has to have some type of organization from higher up, you know, rather our government is willingly participating in it, or is set up the way they is not basically paying attention to it the way they should, because they got other motherfuckers who's into this shit that's making it happen. So, you know, rather it's that one or that one, we should be responsible as people, not as Democrat, not as Republican, not as independent, not as black. As fucking people, though, we should be more cognitive to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when you say children, bro, it you know, it is what it is, man. That's innocence in life, and to me, you dealing in a business like that, to me, though, that is pure fucking evil, man. With you know, and what these children come forth and talk about with these situations, pure fucking.
Wow.
Straight up. Anything, Chop, is you coming up here or not, brother? Let me know, brother. Let me know, brother. Any more questions in the comment section for me? Do the thing. Do the damn thing. Do the damn thing. P-Dot, you want to say anything? Go ahead.
In other news section,
Get your goddamn asses up out the people goddamn stairway. Little boy, go home, apologize to your mama, and like my boys say, take that fucking trash out the kitchen. Let mama, if you got a house with family, go to your house and rethink your decision to sleep on them iron ass steps in the fucking hallway with your hoochie mama shorts on, or you catch a rash some fucking well. And y'all start doing better, man, because I'm sorry. I'm not sleeping on no fucking iron stairs in no hallway with no goddamn body. I don't care how much you say you love me or how much I say I love you. I ain't sleeping on no iron in the hallway of a fucking apartment building, no goddamn well. When it comes down to the numbers, just the base numbers on what we were looking at when it comes to what the cartels are charging. If you, like they say, they got 85,000 children as of April of 2023 that done came up missing. Now, mind you, that's probably at the start of the year, probably at the end of the last year, beginning of this year. 85,000 children. If they are under the control of the cartel and the cartel tell them that, hey, it cost me $4,000 to get you over here, 85,000 times 4,000 is $340 million. That's how much money the cartels are making off of it. But it's just been brought to my attention that the U.S. might not be the middleman. The U.S. might be the man running the whole goddamn shenanigans. And that's why we can't get nowhere when it comes to finding out who is who, was what with this child trafficking, human organs harvesting, drug trafficking, and all this stuff that was going on, you know, with the situation that we talked about tonight. So I really, really would encourage my people, like I said while we was doing a little breakdown earlier, we got to start using what little bit of information and technology we got at our disposal, even though we don't have all the training and everything that most of these law enforcement officials have. We do have each other to rely on, and I think that's where the problem came at. We stopped relying on each other to give good information to each other. So that's my little final thoughts as far as the show is tonight, y'all.
2 questions though before you roll. 2 questions. The White House situation and the holes in the hotel.
The White House situation and the holes in the hotel. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you sleep. Yeah, I told you sleep. You had a whole question mark on top of your head just now.
The hole in the hotel. Yeah, if y'all please do due diligence when y'all go and check it, especially if you on the ground floor. Check underneath the bed. Like you might have to take the whole bed, flip that mattress up. If you see any cuts in the carpet, like there's a square pattern cut out, that might be an opening. Check the closet, tap on the wall. If it don't sound like it's a solid wall and it sounds like it's got an opening somewhere, just check around and see what's going on. And if you do, try to get the people to move you room that you feel a little more safe and secure in, so you would know, even if something happened, you can get to the emergency exit or put you on the floor where they got a lot of other residents at. So if you got to yell and scream for help and go bang on doors, somebody could come help you. It's just basically using your better judgment. The White House situation, man. I don't know what to make of this dude, bro. Like, just go ahead and come on out the damn closet, bro. Ain't nobody in the NBA gonna be mad at you. They got probably got a lot of brothers in the NBA wanting somebody to step to the forefront to say, hey, I'm here, I'm queer, and there's nothing you can do about it. Do that and see how many other brothers follow your lead, bro. But stop grabbing people junk on the sideline and say you ain't fucking gay.
You got a point.
And that ain't the first time you done did this.
Oh
Wait,
man.
hold on. I just thought about it. Didn't he put
Thank
his
you.
hand under the butt of one of them dudes who was trying to sit down? Like, dude was
Man,
trying to
come
sit down,
on, man.
and he literally turned his hand up to like stick his finger in the man's booty or
Man,
something, bro.
he
Like, come
bought
on,
them
bro.
antics, bro. Yeah, his big ass be
Like,
playing like that, bro. Enough for a
he,
nigga to stab the shit out of him on the sideline. Trying
oh,
to tell you.
been done turned it, just smacked him in the face with one of them folding chairs or something. Like, hold on, dog, you going too far. You know, I don't mind. Matter of fact, didn't they stop that patting on the ass shit like in the early 90s? Because niggas was like, man, that shit gay.
Nigga playing slap ass, huh? That nigga that
Yeah,
fool.
didn't they stop that shit? And you still playing slap ass, boy? Somebody need to slap your ass with a chair. Keep
That boy
on.
Black Star said D Wade. God damn it.
Don't start me
Party
on
over.
him. Don't start me on that fool, man.
Oh shit.
Fuck you, let your child
Man.
decide. He's gonna be
Man,
a
see, that's
transgender
why I
and he's
said, no, look, Black Star, you gotta go check that shit out, Black, bro. I'm telling you, we talked about the shit in the beginning, bro. I'm telling you, that boy, the white, got caught doing some crazy shit, man. They got text messages and everything on this man, bro. I'm telling you, this man here is in the shit again.
So
Like we talked about a while back, he was into some shit. So yeah, bro.
He trying to really get into
This happened 2 years. This incident, like Chad was saying, it happened 2 years ago. So you know they done got their money up and investigated and did this, did that, and got their lawyers shit together and look like they trying to pursue something on his ass, bro. So
yeah, sexual harassment
we'll see.
charges.
Yeah, he got more than that. He got that nigga got
You might as well say he raping a nigga in front of the camera.
excuse me, yo.
Fuck.
He got what you call this shit? Like some kind of kidnapping charge, nigga. Like hold against your will type shit.
Damn.
Yeah, they trying to hit him with bro. So I'll give y'all a little more information on that one. If y'all want it, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. Look for that. But if y'all, in between time, in the meantime, y'all could, go check out the story for yourself. It's out there, I don't know who to tell y'all to go look for, but just look for the White Howard Dave. I'm pretty sure. It's a trending topic right now. So definitely, man. Definitely. Be careful, y'all. Because one thing we didn't talk about, P2, while I'm thinking about it, we didn't actually, Chop did bring up the actors, in Hollywood. Using that area though, the area of Hollywood, right? Like those big warehouses, and that's how secluded it is, and how they control that. They say they have their own police and shit like that. It's it's a hub for that type of stuff, and we also knew that type of behavior was going on
back then.
Yeah, back then, and other further up to the present, I'm gonna say, with a lot of actors and stuff coming out, like the Corey Feldman and all those little dudes, who we used to watch growing up as kids, and the Goonies and stuff. Too. Like,
Corey Feldman, they use the shit out of him.
So that's not it's not a part of trafficking, but it shows you how much they are into kids, and don't think that they wouldn't hesitate if they got, the shit on some Uber shit, then you don't think they gonna fucking do it? Yeah, because that's how Jared had them coming. Jared had them. That's how Jared had them. Jared had them coming to the motherfucking hotel room. What?
Jared was giving them.
Man, Jared had him. Jared had the man. It was a Russian dude, bro. They called him. He was bringing Jared the key. He was bringing the stuff. So. Yeah, man.
We gotta go back and we had some of these stories, bro.
It's a deep story. We definitely good. I told you it's not gonna be the last time we talk about it.
Bro, we gonna fuck around and trace the whole line of pedophiles right to the one source and bust the whole case wide open for the world. Fuck that shit.
Okay, man. So this has been another great one, y'all. Like we said, follow us, on all platforms. Y'all see it at the top. You know what I'm saying? I let y'all boys out here, man. We doing the damn thing, and we gonna keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Read this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or nobody in this month. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna bring it. We still gonna deliver it because we like to do it. You know what I'm saying? We found something that we enjoy, and we hope y'all fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? Just show us support. That's all we ask. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost nothing to hit a like button. You know what I mean?
And sharing is
Yeah.
caring.
And sharing is caring. There you go. Join in, Peter. There you go. See, join in. Join in the commentary. You becoming a great co-host. You know what I mean?
I try.
So, man, without further ado, man, once again, y'all, thank y'all for joining the smoke session. I am Solid Child 17.
P360 in the building.
And as y'all see at the bottom, Chop Drag. I'm out, people. See y'all next week. Y'all read it. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Peace.